It is time once again for me and Tom to tell you what's happening at a lot of our watering hole partners. If you don't know what Tom and Dan Watering Holes is, well, it's a great list and a website where you can find out where all of these beautiful bars that we go to that have partnered with us, all of the cool things that they have going on in the Central Florida area.
Yep, including the current seafood counter right there in College Park. They have lobster rolls, black and mice sandwiches, great seafood,
all of
great
that,
craft
like,
beer.
New England style, Connecticut style vibe. You know, the Old Bay French fries. My daughter will eat every bite. The peel and eat shrimp. That place rules, man. And a grouper sandwich. Yep. Can I curse on this ad?
Yep.
I met an old man that had the grouper sandwich at the Current, and he said it was so good that it's, quote, unlike any of that other junk. That's what he said. That's right in front of Maisie he said that.
Oh, I forgot. We can't curse on this. It's fine, though. We can do it. It's fine.
Sorry, Sam.
Also, ask for a Tom and Dan pint glass. They'll have them there at the Current. Ale Stone right there on Longwood. They're doing a Valentine's Day beer and cookie pairing. So they're a great brewery. They got half off their pizzas Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
But check out their Valentine's Day event.
I mean, house-made sauces, artisan ales and lagers. Ale Stone's pretty damn good.
Also, Will's Pub, Dirty Laundry, Little Indies. Will's Pubs constantly have great shows, and Dirty Laundry is kind of their new concept. It's outdoors. They got picnic tables. I went there with my friends when No Effects was in town.
Yeah.
It's a great place.
Well, I mean, like our buddies The Attack played there last night. I mean, you could have gone to that show, and then you can hang out in Dirty Laundry while you wait for another show to open up, or when you walk over to Little Indies and get yourself an amazing craft cocktail.
Hourglass in Longwood. They got their mega location in Longwood. We're doing a Sapo tournament on Leap Day, February 29th, if you want to come check that out. Also, they got their tap room in Orlando.
Yeah.
And who else have we got? We've got, Johnny's. Johnny's and Johnny's other side.
Johnnyville, which is both restaurants combined, is like an entire institution there. You can go there and get yourself reasonably priced craft beers, really rare craft beers at the Little Beer Shack. On the other side of things, you can get an amazing brunch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, they have a really, really good food there.
And I know they're doing a celebration of life for Bubba on February 10th,
really
so if you want to check that out. Of course, Tuffy's and Tuffy's Bottle Shop and Music Box.
Yeah, and Suffering Bastard Tiki Bar that's hidden inside of Tuffy's. I mean, like, this is an incredible list of places that you guys, if you've never been to, great places for you to go and explore.
Yep, it's TomandDanWateringHoles.com. Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got a guest in today. He brought his mega bike, which we're going to roll in here. I'm not joking.
You told me not to even look at it.
Yeah.
No,
Sam,
I had to go pee. I had to go pee, so I walked in there, and then the effing, I almost cursed, the effing tires on this bike are up to my neck. Like, the tire, I could literally put my chin on the tire. It's the circumference of each tire is 5 feet tall.
Do you think you could even ride it a little bit?
I could balance it, but it's going to look like. Have you ever seen those videos on TikTok where the rednecks? You see the videos on TikTok where the rednecks they build the world's biggest golf cart and then they
yeah. Oh, at lunch we're going to go outside. Can you attempt to ride it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I won't be able to sit on the seat, but I'll try to ride it.
BDM Gary's here. How you doing, Gary?
What's up, well. Gary? Thanks for having me in today.
Man. Yeah, we haven't seen you in a minute.
So we've had Gary on before talking about his bicycle adventures.
Yeah,
where he
don't say it like that.
Well, I mean that's what they are.
Yeah,
They're
but
grand
it sounds like
adventures.
Stupid and gay.
Gary specializes in grand adventures on his bicycle.
Oh, grand is even worse. Grand adventures. What are you, the king?
I guess endurance rides. I don't know how.
Just say it's a hobby or something.
No, well, it's not just. He's not just mountain biking. In the trails like my buddy, but he goes far as hell. So Gary, you got one coming up, and what are we talking here?
Yeah, so February 3rd, doing the Hurricane 300 is the name of it, because it started out originally as 300 miles. Then every year, Single Track Samurai, the guy who created this route, he adds mileage. So this year it's going to be 390 miles, and it's this big loop through Central Florida that attaches different mountain bike trail systems, forest roads, a little bit of paved path, and some paved connectors to make the loop.
Okay.
How do you get a nickname, the Single Path Samurai?
Single Track Samurai.
Yeah, Single Track Samurai. Oh, it's a .com. Okay.
Yeah. So Single Track is a a single trail for like mountain biking.
Okay. I could see Tom get angry at Single Track Samurai. I know him so well. His eyebrows jiggle just.
And he's a local guy. You guys should have him in. He's from DeLand.
Oh, right on.
Oh, yeah. You totally get your vibe.
Yeah, please.
Well, I love like when someone within like something becomes like the leader of that thing that no one else beyond this
river
world.
rafting Randy. I'm the craziest river rafter on the water.
Because in every hobby and everything, there is the people that are really into it and the locals and they
like Mattress Mac.
Yeah, well, no, it's like my peacock bass fishing, like my buddy Dre down in Miami.
Well, that's an invasive species.
No, but there's the peacock bass fishing like world that he lives in, and all the characters in that world, and the biggest guy, and it's huge to them. And outside, none of us know it even exists.
Oh, chat room knows of him, and they say he's dope. They love Single Track Samurai. Shout out to Single Track Samurai and DeLand.
So
that's awesome.
390 miles.
Whew, that's a lot.
You're breaking this up into multiple days, correct?
Yeah, so it's bike packing, which is similar to backpacking, but instead of carrying the gear on our bodies, we put on our bikes. So when the bike comes in later,
is the gear just on your bike, or can you like wear a backpack?
You could also wear a backpack, but then it's on your shoulders all day.
Right.
It's a lot, but you can.
And so you're bringing a tent. Like what's in the gear?
Sure. So it depends. I'd say maybe 20% of the time I actually bring a tent. A lot of times I just sleep with a tarp. If the weather's right,
you
wrap
sleep outside.
Real man.
You sleep outside under the stars.
Like just like granola bars.
Roll yourself in a tarp like a dead body.
Can you just go to a hotel? Like there's got to be.
No, the samurai would not like that. Single Track Samurai.
I mean, if you're a P word, you can.
Yeah. You think old Single Track does that? He don't do that.
Well, that way, if it's nighttime and everybody's stopping, or can you continue if you want to?
I'd continue.
You can keep going. Some folks will go all night. Some guys can stay awake 30, 36 hours. They just
not only would I do it at night, I take my pants off while I'm riding, and then I tell everybody in the morning. I was like, I did the whole night ride with my pants off.
So the people that obviously never stop, they're in contention to win the whole thing, right? It's a race, right?
It is, but at the same time, the bikepacking community, it's like whatever you want to do. If you want to take 10 days to do a route, you can do it. If you want to go as fast as you can do it. Everyone's real supportive of one another.
Tom doesn't like that. He likes guidelines and records to break. He doesn't like it when it's like, hey, everybody can do this at your own pace.
Let's help each other out.
Oh, my God.
You think he's going to help anybody in this triathlon?
Yeah.
He's going to be tripping people.
I'm
going to put a stick in someone's spokes.
Have you ever seen somebody bike pack with they have a swim cap with hair coming out of it?
I've not seen that yet.
Are you going to cut the top out of your swim cap like a headband?
I'd build an electric motor in my mountain bike.
Cheater, punk.
Oh, by the way, I rode my road bike for the first time yesterday in months. Everybody around me, electric bikes, nobody pedaling. Yeah. Not one person pedaled. Everybody just riding around on bikes.
By the way, I'd start with a decoy that looked like me, and then I'll be in the tent halfway through, and then when the decoy will switch places, and then that way, I have the advantage of definitely win.
And all of our listeners look like you. They write us and tell us all the time, just like you, right? There you go.
So the 390 miles, I know it's not all trails, and some of it's like paths and stuff, but it doesn't even seem like there's that many bike trails and paths to run through Central Florida. Like, what are we talking? How far north and south is it going?
Sure. So we start over in Santos, Bellevue area of Florida. It's a little bit to the west of Ocala. And then this year we're going counterclockwise. So we go down through the Citrus Wildlife Management area. It's a huge forest. Then we cut down into Croom. I know you've done some off-road motorcycling through there.
Yeah. I saw that there's a big Croom Forest bike trail thing.
Yeah.
Again, Tom likes the motor.
Yeah, so we go through there.
This is where the girls ride. I can hear you.
And there's actually a map. So we use satellite trackers. So you can track all the riders and watch our progress.
Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Trackleaders.com. You could log on now.
We can follow you?
You can follow me, everyone else that's riding.
So you can follow his ride at trackleaders.com/hurricane24. That's HURACAN24.
I'm going to follow you, man.
Yeah, we can follow him.
How many miles are you able to do per hour? And like when you break it down, like 390 will take you how long?
Sure, 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
So we're trying to do like 100 miles each day, camp at night, rest, wake up in the morning and start again.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. But I like these endurance style. Like it's just like a challenge, and you do it because you're just challenging yourself, right? Like,
yeah, I love to do it. I love the adventure. If this was hundreds of years ago, I'd be with Lewis and Clark. It'd be Lewis, Clark, and Gary out there, exploring, doing stuff.
That's cool.
But he actually has a purpose for this ride.
Yeah,
right?
okay. This is a good one.
He's raising some money.
Yeah, so this year, attaching to the ride, a little fundraiser campaign for my brother-in-law, Mike Smith. He's suffering from ocular melanoma, and it's a rare form that has required my sister and her family to travel to Miami weekly to get trial treatments, up to Philadelphia, again, for these trial treatments that, trying to help him out. Help him. They've got 5 kids.
wow.
So I've started a GoFundMe. I've passed the link to Sam.
Nice, sharing it everywhere.
Yeah, we put it in there.
So any way we can spread the word, really appreciate any support, listeners
sure.
can give, anyone can give.
Absolutely.
What a noble and
donate to that.
amazing. Yeah, we'll absolutely make a donation and help out. And what a noble thing to do and include your hobby. That's really, really cool, man.
And how much nutrition do you have to bring, or like what are you eating during this time? Is it all gel packs?
Also, I'd like to point out that he's like, it's not like if I were sitting there in perfect shape, it'd be a little different, right? I mean, describe to our audience, who I don't think they know, how tall you are.
So I'm 6'7", about 215 pounds.
Yeah. I do think that matters because I think you take this guy to Cece's Pizza, it's a whole different ball game. You know what I mean?
By the way, I weighed at one point more than 250.
Yeah. And you're 5'10".
Actually 5'9". I was
going to say on a good
I've
day.
lied my whole life.
I knew I was taller than you.
My mom told me I was 5'10", and then I
You just
realized
listen to everything your mom says.
when I was 30,
Everything's a lie.
and then I actually
Your family does lie to you about
I
everything.
measured myself. The doctor's like, you're 5'9" barely. And I'm like, what? And they're like, I'm fine. I says it on my driver's license. I'm like, you're a
goddamn liar to the
doctor's
state.
like, you're a liar, and your feet are stupid. Anyway,
Tom, I try to keep the calories coming, so I snack like every hour and a half. I keep snacks on the bike.
What kind of snacks, though?
It's bars, honey waffle stingers, honey waffle gels. I brought
Honey waffle stingers. I know what that is.
I brought a pack for everybody. I bought a pack for everyone.
No, they're good. They sell at bike shops. They're good.
I mean, could you roll by a Jersey Mike's?
Just eat a sub while you're biking.
How quickly, if I brought one in right now, how quickly could you demolish the gargantuan from Jimmy John's?
Oh, yeah, that's a good sub.
Yeah, the gargantuan, though. I've never had the gargantuan.
Yeah, how big is it? Like
it's supposed to be gargantuan.
And part of these routes, you're going through these real remote places, so you stop for resupply at like a Circle K, a Kangaroo, the 88 store out in the Ocala
so you see
National
a lot of
Forest.
Homeless people.
You do, and
I've actually,
I was actually I was mistaken for a homeless person on one ride, where
with a nice ass bike.
Yeah, I'd been riding for multiple days. Stopped in a convenience store to get some food.
But you got a lot of stuff draped on it.
That's
Like
true.
Covered with stuff.
Camping
Probably
You put
dirty.
a trash bag over your seat to keep it dry. I know what you are.
Yeah, you're living in the woods for 4 days.
You're just one pee-pee dog with goggles away from being a piece of trash.
By the way, the gargantuan 16 inches.
Hey.
16 inches.
How much meat on that gargantuan?
Depends. You can get double meat.
I was just sitting outside at a little picnic table having some food, and one of the customers, it was a real remote part of Florida down by Clewiston, a customer came in, saw me. He left some money with the store clerk. Then he left. And then after he left, the store clerk came out and said, the gentleman wants you to have this money.
Oh,
So nice.
So it's really
you should
amazing.
Put that towards your fundraiser.
I should.
Yeah, put it towards that's great.
So it's really amazing that there's people out there that just want to help you.
Maybe you could dress
I
homeless.
tried to refuse it and give it to the store clerk so she can give it to someone else, but she wouldn't even take it back. So I just paid it forward later on down the ride.
That's great.
I wish you could have yelled to him, the fact that I'm doing this means that I'm well off. No poor person takes 5 days with a mountain bike that is custom made to myself. There's out of $10,000 out of it. No. And they're like, this costs a lot of money to do.
Do you want to bring in the bike?
Yes, I do. All right,
yeah.
I'm Gary. I'm going to grab your bike.
Okay.
Don't break
Don't mess it
anything.
up. Don't mess it up. Does he have to do anything to roll it in here? Or is that okay?
No, he'll have to turn it around, so we'll see.
You got to turn it around, he says, and don't smash it.
This is the Dirty Sixer. So this is a bike made for tall people by this company here in the U.S., Dirty Sixer.
Dirty Sixer.
Yeah.
And it's made, he's smashing.
He's already saying, uh-oh, what's
Look
happening?
at how
Here
big
it
this bike
comes.
is.
Oh, my God. The handlebars are up to your face.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Look how big it is.
Look how big that bike is, dude.
Oh my
I don't even know if we can put it on the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Like, look how big the bike
It's as big as the studio. Not even
hold
kidding.
on.
It's bigger than our couch.
Show people. Like, when I
It's almost as tall as Daniel.
Okay, here, this is my chest. I'm putting my hand out. This is where the seat goes.
Let me try to get on this thing. Hold on. Gary, hold it still for me.
Okay, Tom's going to try and get on Gary's mega bike here.
Hold on, I can't even get my...
Your jeans are too baggy. Oh! He had to lift his foot over.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if I can get over that.
No, you can't. Definitely can't. Wow!
Wowie, that's a big boy bike.
I couldn't even... Look how tall I am! I could touch the...
Dude, that's crazy. So let's talk about your. Let's get you off of there and talk to Gary a little. How big is that? Is that the largest bike you can buy?
You're boxing me in here.
So yeah, most bikes these days either have a 26-inch or 29-inch wheels.
Yeah.
So this is a 36-inch wheel.
Holy.
So the circumference of the wheels is 3 feet. It comes from a unicycle. Comes from a unicycle design.
I thought the side of the bike said Dirty Sanchez. When at first I looked at it, I was like, you wrote Dirty Sanchez on the side?
Is this a bike for Shaquille O'Neal or
Funny you say that, Dan.
Yeah.
Shaq actually has a Dirty Sixer, and these bikes are targeted towards NBA players or just anyone who's tall.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have something that fits your body.
Yeah, man.
Just like any other person who's out looking to buy a bike,
just
you
like
want to get one
people.
that's your size.
Yeah,
whether
I'm
it's small,
5'2".
medium, large.
It was hard finding, I bet you finding your bike, and it's easier for me to find a bike than it is for you, unfortunately. But even my bike, dude, finding an extra small, fitted for me in the right body geometry was the hardest thing. I had to wait.
Yeah.
Hard as hell.
Yeah, they sell out at the toy section at Target.
He loves it. I'm immune to it now.
It's really been a game changer having something that fits my body.
Yeah.
I'm doing these long rides, so I need to be comfortable in proportion.
What does that cost, Gary? I mean, I'm doing the math.
It's a Dirty Sanchez right there, buddy.
When we have to buy a 5X shirt, it's more money.
Yeah, you 5Xers are $3 more a shirt.
So what do they run?
Yeah, so the DirtySixer.com website will sell these bikes. They're between $4,000 and $5,000, which may sound like a lot, but if you really look into bikes, I know your brother-in-law does the triathlons. His bike could be $8,000, $10,000.
It's more than $10,000. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and
God, I saw a guy.
It's so light though. I mean, when you pick up a $10,000 triathlon bike, I didn't even understand how it doesn't make sense in your mind that a bicycle could be that light.
And they're doing weird things with them now, where they're making the bikes uber light, but then loading them back up with battery packs for these electric bikes.
Yeah.
Where and I'm seeing price tags on bikes that might as well be a loaded Harley Davidson electric glide or a small car.
Yeah.
I saw a bike the other day that was an electric bike, fully loaded, with making it super light, but has the greatest technology. And it's a $17,000 bike. So it's crazy.
And electric bikes are neat, but for this type of distance, the battery's not going to last.
Yeah, to me, it's not a bike.
So there's no way to really
do... A bike is powered by you. A bike is powered by a human, like a motorcycle. To me, that's an electric motorcycle.
So, Gary, I think we spoke about this last time you came on the show, but is there I want to know about the world's most dangerous mountain bike race, because every once in a while on TikTok...
I think anyone you're involved in.
It might be coming up, the old pineapple.
I'll see these TikTok videos, and
where the lady was walking her dog on the mountain biking trail and the guy almost went off the side. I saw that one.
Yeah, I've seen that one. But I'm talking about, it looks like these guys on the side of mountains, in some rainforest somewhere, and it looks like a race.
And they're ripping.
Yeah. And so I imagine in different countries, there's probably, the legend of this super dangerous race that people run, right?
Yeah, so there's a lot less regulation in other countries, so you're going to get some, crazy terrain, crazy races.
Yeah.
In the bikepacking community, there's this Trans-North Georgia adventure up in Georgia. It's about a 350-mile one-way route from the border of South Carolina over to Alabama. And you have about 40 to 50,000 feet of climbing in that route, and you're going through crazy, treacherous terrain. You got to hike your bike up stuff. It's so steep. Some stuff is too steep to ride down. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, the hiking the bike up stuff is I don't know if that's for me. Where you're putting your bike here, and then you're like, pushing it up a mountain, and climbing yourself up a mountain, and get on your bike, and you're riding more. I'm like, that's a lot.
Yeah, there was a trail that was wet, it's Georgia clay, slippery, and I'm trying to get my bike up, and I have to push it, hold the brakes, scoot my feet up, and then push it again.
God. Yeah.
My one friend couldn't get up this trail. It was like about 4 miles up or whatever. So he ended up like sleeping on the trail because he was so tired.
I saw one of a guy exhausted that navigated the hill backwards just by scooting his butt up backwards, and then his buddy that was down there that had more gas than him tied a rope to his bike and he pulled his bike up. It's just like it just looks like any because there's any way you can get it up there, right? And then once you're up there, get back on your bike, start moving again.
There are people that will take the bikes on like river rafts down somewhere and then
we're
get
on
off.
The same algorithm. Yeah. I've been seeing
they rappel with their bike, and then you see them like rappelling down.
We're getting
mountain.
the same stuff. Yeah, I've seen that.
So there's super extreme mountain bike.
Yeah, absolutely. And Single Track Samurai has done some of that pack rafting before.
Okay.
We're going to have to talk to that cat, especially if he's from my hometown. Like, we'll get a DeLand guy in here to tell us. Yes, a Single Track Samurai. You got to get a hold of him. That's interesting. I think this year I would like to. Let's see how these hips shake out. But I think I would like to challenge myself to do something in Florida, like some gravel biking, like we talked about before. But something far.
Yeah.
Like something far, because I know I can ride. Riding is no problem. I'm in decent shape, and I can do it. It's just going to be slow, but it'll be tough. It'll be hard.
And with this hurricane ride coming up, we go through the mega hills out there in Claremont, where a lot of the folks train for the elevation.
That's really hard.
And then we drop into Apopka, Lake Apopka, and go around through there. And then we end up in... Dan, how do you want me to say it? Wakiva or Wakiva?
Wakiva.
Wakiva. And we have to cross the river. So you have to walk through the river with your bike kind of either over your head or however you can get it through.
I can't do that.
Really?
See, I couldn't do that. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to lay my bike on a couple of pool noodles, and push my bike and swim across?
And if you guys have paddled there, there's gators there.
Oh, yeah.
So you're just hoping you get across.
Oh, I'm not afraid of gators, Gary. They stay away from me.
Now, are you at all, because you haven't been on, you told me something I didn't really know today. I didn't know you hadn't taken the bike outside, your training bike. Are you afraid at all that because the tires are skinny and it's not do you have a beach cruiser or anything you're riding right now?
I got a beach. Well, yeah. I mean, I have a trainer, so I've gotten on the road bike, and I've just.
But you don't really have the balance at all.
No. But I'm good.
It does feel a little different on the tiny tires, though, right? Would you
agree? Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
And when you go to turn, I mean, it turns. Like it'll turn you and fling you right on your arm.
I'll tell you the same thing I told the biker one time that wanted me to ride his chopper at Destination Daytona back in the monster days when I was hammer drunk.
Please.
I could ride anything with two wheels and then crash it in the parking lot of Destination Daytona.
I forgot about that.
Well, if you ask me if I could ride something, I will tell you yes and then crash it. And then I'll blame it on you. And they'll be like, why'd you believe me? You saw it in my eyes. Anyway, Gary, good luck in your adventure.
Yeah, man. Let's give out your details again for your GoFundMe.
Oh, sure. So you can find me, Gary Kors, C-O-R-S, on Facebook. The GoFundMe is a GoFundMe. It's support Mike Smith's fight against cancer. And hopefully, Sam can share that link with folks.
It's in the Medium group. I shared it on my personal page. Just quickly, I can say at gofund.me/07938CF7. And if you want to follow him, the ride starts February 3rd at trackleaders.com/hurricane, HURACAN 24.
There you go.
All right, perfect. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Corporate Time. Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan, and man, is it a gorgeous day outside. Why don't we do this all the time?
We are on location in Sanford on my boat.
Yeah.
For a first-time ACT, Tom and Dan take Sam to see some manatees.
Like actual manatees.
Sam and the manatees. Samatees. It's a Samatee scenario. Now, I don't even care about the manatees. I just want to be outside.
It is a nice day.
Man, what a beautiful day.
Now, we dressed way too warm because it was in the 40s this morning, so everybody thought, including me, that it was going to be a cold boat ride, but we got here, it's scorching.
Yeah, I'm wearing brown Carhartt pants, and I am melting.
Sam brought a blanket.
I did bring a blanket. I left it in the Tesla.
She's also wearing a Will's Pub beanie hat.
Thick.
And you were dressed in straight business attire.
Well,
you didn't wear anything different than you normally wear.
And his Ralph Lauren.
Well, we had a business meeting at Cabana Live, and that is...
that's why you wore your business pants. Okay, that makes sense.
We met with Cabana Live to see about the possibility of them changing it back to the 08. We're currently in negotiations.
They are not going back.
They're not going back.
It is nice. Cabana Live
super nice, man.
They redid it. It's super nice inside. And
it's got 1,000 TVs inside of it.
We're going to do a BDM event there. Spoiler alert, you can only be invited if you're a BDM, but it's going to be maybe our best BDM event ever.
It's in the name, right? What do BDMs love? Cabanas. What's the name of this place? Cabana Live.
Pool.
We inked the deal.
F it, do it live. Yeah, it all makes sense.
It's going to be great.
So today we're going to go up to St. John's River to Blue Springs, and I guaranteed Sam that there's going to be a bunch of manatees she's going to see for the first time.
Hundreds people have been saying. In fact, our compadres at Cabana Live were like, "Yeah, we just went there."
Yep. I'm getting a little bit of deja vu from the White Claw sports fishing trip, where I believe we started a segment where you said we were going to catch all the fish.
That's right.
And we caught absolutely zero
Well,
fish.
I didn't know about fishing.
I blame those guys. Seriously.
Well, you don't know about manatees either.
And
I know about manatees.
Tom doesn't like this, and I know Tom doesn't like this. I'm not speaking ill of the White Claw fishing team. I'm just saying they guaranteed us that we were going to be on fish. That's what they say, fish on.
That's not our fault.
That wasn't our fault.
We did see a submarine.
We did. That was cool.
And we got radioed by an American naval submarine that asked us to leave the
area. Yeah.
This time, I'm the captain.
And as captain, you've already failed.
And you're just as skinny as that black guy that was getting in Hanks's face and yelling at him.
Mr. I love to cool things did not bring a cooler.
You didn't bring a cooler.
Wait, it was 40 degrees when we woke
said,
up.
quote, it's cold enough outside.
Yeah, and I asked you for a cooler. Guess what I got on my sandwich? I got salami only, double mayo and vinegar.
So now we'll find out if a hot sub with mayonnaise on it all day will make you sick.
Salami, double mayo, vinegar.
It was freezing outside
vinegar.
when I woke up, so I thought it was going to be freezing when we got here. It is hot. I'm going to take my shirt off.
You're in jeans and a black shirt.
I told Sam I was going to pull my jeans off and just I have black Calvin Klein underwear with a white waistband. That's how old man. The underwear's black, but the waistband's white.
So
old man panties.
Now we are sitting in the marina.
I'm putting on Australian gold that Tom paid $89 for at the marina store. $89 bottle of Australian gold.
So I was a little nervous the engine wouldn't start just because it's been a while.
Started right up.
What would have been in the plan if it didn't?
Well, once he got in and he removed the boat cover, and then he removed the dirty hockey stick that holds the boat cover up. And it looks like Mike Busey's wiping stick. And then Tom, it did.
I don't even know where I got that hockey stick.
It says bow on the front of it,
does.
like it's been passed down from generation to generation in your family, from captain to captain.
That's my bow stick. That's a rain stick.
I'll take a picture of it. I'll have Sam, make sure that we put it in the file for Melissa to document.
As the captain today,
are you going to give us our speech?
I have to give you a safety briefing before we
leave. Okay, yeah. All right, great. I'm wondering where the vests are.
Don't worry about the vests. Okay, so
he doesn't have vests, but he does have cummerbunds.
we're in the river, so if anything,
where all the gators are.
Yeah. No, you just walk to the side. It's fine.
If you see me jump out of the boat, then things have gone wrong.
Okay.
And I would jump out after. Anyway.
The boat looks great. Can I talk about the quality? Your boat looks great.
Are they supposed to clean it in between rides?
No.
This is as clean as it gets. I was giving them a compliment.
Yeah. I paid extra, which I'm about to cancel, by the way, because Crystal's putting the goddamn axe on me.
How does bird doo-doo get on the inside of the
Well, that's a good question, Sam. I've asked that question before.
I was like, there were birds from the Stranger Things upside down.
Oh, okay.
Pooing upside down in your boat.
All right.
Speaking speaking of birds, when we get to Blue Springs, we will have to park at what I like to call Vulture Forest.
Vulture Forest.
More of a buzzard.
Yeah, it's where the buzzards go.
Do we
got
to feed the buzzards so they leave us alone?
No,
a lot of
but
buzzards
they
get avian AIDS go there to spend their last hours.
Oh, I'll tell you the story about that.
Then they melt in the hot sun until they stink.
But they will jump in our boat and start eating.
Are you
whatever.
serious?
So, I have some. I'm
going to need that hockey stick.
No. I've got some pillows with a reflective outside.
Do you have a gun? Let's just start shooting them.
No, they come with. I have a flare gun, and but I'll no bullets. Anyway, so
what was the safety briefing?
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
A couple things. If we do sink somehow, you could just swim to the shore.
Okay.
We're on the river.
That's fair.
If we get pulled over by the boat cops, that's I have been pulled over many times.
Is anybody
on this river.
holding right now?
Oh, are we not supposed to bring things?
I have a whole pocket of marijuana.
That's fine. There you go.
Not even in a bag.
Well, it's a Tuesday, so
I have fentanyl. Is that a problem?
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay.
We're in Volusia County.
Cops don't come near that stuff, I heard.
Yeah. It's so anyway, if we do get pulled over, I found it best to pretend like you don't know English.
I can probably pull that off.
Yeah, just
although if they do speak Spanish, we're screwed.
I'll do all the talking.
Okay. Great. You'll just talk them in circles. We'll be fine.
If they want to board,
you'll confuse them.
The vessel, I know my rights. I've seen
sovereign citizen.
So you don't want me to attempt the pushing one of them into the water,
or chirp them up? Maybe
they'll gun you down.
Okay,
here.
well then.
It
was a joke.
Yeah. The Volusia County boat cops have no body cams. That's how boat cops don't have
to. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. They don't have to worry. The body cams
are not waterproof.
Yeah, they haven't reached the waterways yet.
Okay.
Anyway, so we'll be cruising up. This is right to the right. And I'll do the tour.
Are these the buzzards now?
I see the buzzards. Yeah, Sam and I saw them at the same time.
They're everywhere. They're Sanford's lousy with buzzards.
Okay.
The whole river is filled with buzzards. Every once in a while, you'll see a bald eagle.
It's like floating down a river in
of
hell.
death.
There's also a gator here. It's the marina gator, and I'll feed it some extra Wawa subs every once in a while. You're not supposed to. They frown upon that.
You throw the tomatoes at him.
But it'll come right up, and you can swim with it. It's fine. Like, you ever seen those videos where the redneck gets in the water with the gator?
He scratches its neck.
Yeah, I can do that.
Those.
I can do that. If it comes, I'll jump in the water with it.
If it starts rolling you, I am going to just take off in your boat.
No.
Me and Sam are just taking off. I don't even know how to drive this particular boat, but I'll figure it out.
Anybody can drive. Well, I'm going to let Sam drive it later.
Oh, no.
Have you ever driven a boat?
No.
Okay.
I will give you $1,000, Dan cash, to drive this boat and let me get one photo tease out.
Come
tease
on.
out.
It's
every woman's dream. It's every woman's dream to drive a boat with her breasts out.
No.
Just like every man is supposed to wheelie with your wife in the back with her breasts out.
All right. So are you guys ready? I think we'll shove off here. Now, I will
Is that the term, shove off?
Yeah. I will need a first mate because I've never done this by myself. Usually Crystal's here nagging at me the whole time. In fact, I don't even remember.
Does that help?
Well, no. You know what it does? I forget what I'm supposed to do because she's always yelling
at me. Have you ever
me.
known what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, if I did it by myself, I'd know.
Well, now you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah. Well,
but now you don't remember.
No, the lines. I turn on the battery. Just remind me to turn it off before we leave. I brought my key. That's really it.
Okay, battery and keys.
That's not that
hard.
So,
Daniel, you could be my first mate today. So I'm going to need you, and we won't air this, but you take off those lines on the front, on the bow, and the stern.
Untie them and throw them inside the boat.
Yeah. And then I'll have to navigate without crashing into the boats behind
us.
They're
pretty close.
Yeah. It's tight in here.
It is tight.
They pack a bit here.
Yeah. Coming in back at the end of the day, or
oh no,
a little pinball action. You bounce it all around.
Yeah, if I close one eye, I could do it. But anyway, so we'll shove off. We'll get on the river, and then we'll resume our ACT special.
Yeah, maybe on the way to Blue Springs.
Yeah, and then I'll give you the whole tour up the actual river. I'll show you some wildlife. We'll see some gators.
I love it.
Some osprey, some bald eagles, some buzzard, lots of buzzards.
I've noticed
mostly buzzards.
It's only either guys that work here walking up and down the thing, or sad old men.
Yeah.
Like it's only sad old men.
Some of those
alone.
There's we'll pass by. There's some houseboats that people live on.
There was a guy walking over there. He looked at us like, "Whoa, they're too loud," and he's so sad.
Oh yeah.
And he lives alone on a boat.
They live in these houseboats over here, and you'll see like a bunch of plants. Those boats have never been moved.
It's like what he kept in the divorce, and
a
he lives
decade.
there.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. And then
oh my
also
God, the skeletons in those closets.
We are venturing into Trump country. I've got some hats for you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I needed a new one.
I've got a hat for every occasion.
Okay. You have to have a...
I thought you hated different hats.
There is,
he does, but if it makes your life easier to integrate, you wear them.
Yeah. If we get pulled over, I'll tell you which one to put on.
Okay.
You know which one.
Right.
There's a couple of restaurants up here we'll have to put koofies on.
Do you have a Punisher sticker on the back of your boat?
No. The stickers on the boats, that's a car game. Boats, we're flag country here. It's all
Where's
flags.
your flags?
Oh, no, he doesn't run flags.
Well, I got a bunch.
Privateer.
Depending on where we're at in St. Augustine, I put a different flag. All right, we're gonna shove off here, and
here we
we'll
go.
be back when we're on the river in a couple minutes.
And now we are moving.
Yep, we're underway, passing the old sunken 1980s boat there that has been there for a while.
Could I stand on that?
Yeah,
that would
want
be
me
a
to take you over there?
perfect place for you and I to get a photo shoot.
You could, people bring their boats out to the river and just abandon them. They shave off all identification, and then it's the river's boat now.
What's interesting to me about that
Just
is
leave
that
it
is
here.
not a middle class problem. That is a extreme poor, extreme rich.
yeah.
You know, and most of the time, there are a lot. I have friends that are extreme rich, and they will abandon really nice cars. Like I have one behind my house right now that my wife is currently calling the city on. It's a Mercedes. It's been abandoned. It's a decent car for anybody.
You're right. Extreme rich and extreme poor will abandon a car.
If they would only understand how much they have in common, they could meet in the middle ground. A middle class person is never like you. You're middle class. You're never going to abandon this boat and just sink it.
No.
This is
for
precious
insurance
to
fraud, maybe. But other than that,
right.
This is my prized possession.
This is your prized possession. And I got to tell you, I cannot let you had painted a picture of this boat being a giant pile of crap. And it looks really good.
Have I?
Yeah, you have. Didn't you think
You
that's
complain a lot
No.
about
Yeah,
it.
you complain a lot about it. I think this is a
That's
great
true.
boat, dude. It looks great.
No, I can't.
But
This
it's just, we just started the journey here. Let's just wait until we get back, and we'll see if it's a piece of crap or not. He did say he didn't think the engine was going to start.
No.
It started perfectly.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
It
he's the
didn't
one that
sputter.
said it, so there's got to be
I
a
just
history
think maybe
here.
he's a little too negative, and that's coming from the most negative person on the show.
I got this straight BDM Falconer Jones deal. The quality of crap.
Well, that
Now-
guy's insane. He
now
bought
he
a
did.
POS truck.
I will say he straight screwed you on the trailer, but that's a different show.
No.
That's a different show.
Yeah, no one. Apparently, in Florida, no one knows where their trailer registration is.
Okay.
Anyway, so you having fun so far, Sam? We haven't.
What do you think
We
so
haven't
far?
gotten on
It's very
plane yet.
peaceful.
We've been idling so far. We're gonna in a
Yeah,
couple.
it is slow. I am expecting some good open water jams.
Oh yeah.
Does your radio work?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me turn my
Do you-
radio.
I will
on.
say,
Do you
bus
have
was
any
slacking.
Morgan Wallen? I feel like I want
No,
country.
What's a country station?
I need some country.
K92 FM is all I know.
Don't play any the chicks. I don't want any of that.
Oh, you don't want any chicks?
No, I don't want any of the chicks.
Hold on. My radio may have had some.
I want-
Put on a little Alan Jackson.
Yeah, how about a little try that on
He's
a
just
small
pushing
boat?
a million buttons. I don't think he knows where the radio is.
All the words faded off. I can't-
You got to rewrite
I don't
them.
know which one's the
And
stereo.
I don't know if you know this, Sam, but we've been going in a circle.
No. We're about to.
I thought that lily pad looked familiar.
I'm going to get on. This thing will haul ass too. We'll go 50.
Oh, great.
50
Yeah, this All boat- the equipment
it's funny.
flies off the
It
boat.
is funny how overpowered this
Yeah,
boat
yeah,
is. This
yeah.
boat is really overpowered.
Is
Is
he-
Falconer like?
Well, no, because you don't want to know the history of this boat.
Yeah, please.
So the apparently this boat was purchased. It's a 22-foot Hurricane. So basically,
You sounded unsure about that. You said, it's a 22-foot hurricane.
it's a Hurricane.
Hurricane?
2200. I forgot if it was a sun deck or a sport deck. It's one of those.
I think it's a sun deck. I think you've said sun deck before, but that doesn't mean it's right.
Anyway, so they purchased this to be a shuttle for like a mega yacht.
Oh.
So in Tampa, they would basically use this boat to shuttle people on and off the yacht in Tampa.
Like the kind of boat we were on for your wedding? Is that like the
I
size?
think so,
like a big, like a Jerry Jones style?
Some ridiculous yacht.
Gotcha.
And then they put a 250 on this. That's the max engine you could have on this. Usually it comes stock with a 150, but they put a 250 because they would put so many people on this. They wanted to have it, overpowered. So but with us three,
this thing will blow off your cross your heart.
We may be able to go 60 if I throw some weight off. Anyway, so
are we going to do any skiing today, or is
we
this
can?
just...
I do have some skis in there. I got one trick ski. It's a slalom though. Daniel could put a slalom hat on.
I have never slalomed. I have never slalomed. My dad, believe it or not, was the king of slalom. He'd slalom with a cigarette out of his mouth. But I never. He died before I ever got. We got out of boating before I can regular ski. Can you slalom? I think I could. Is it like wakeboarding on a tiny, tiny wakeboard?
Yeah, it's hard to get up.
I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it.
If I can go...
I can't barefoot. You can barefoot.
If you can get me up, I can slalom.
Hey!
Anyway, all right, so we're about to get on plane. Sam, are you ready? Should I close the windshield? I got some wind barrier.
No. Should we put away... you have an exposed razor blade out here. There's a cup of old soup.
There's some kratom on the dash.
That'll all blow off. We're fine. All right.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. And then we'll stop again at Drink Beer Beach, and I'll tell
Do we have any beer?
stories. No, you know what? We didn't bring any out. We should have
brought at least one
It's
beer.
the worst boat trip ever. We're all in jeans.
Nah.
It's hot. No beer.
The Swamp House has a bar.
Okay, all right. We'll go to the Swamp House bar.
Is that the name of it?
They also they sell hard seltzers at Blue Springs now.
Oh my God.
But
I thought no alcohol.
Everyone's giving up, right? We're just like, it's the end of the world, so just drink everywhere.
They used to have nothing there, and then during the pandemic, they
have
built
Dippin' Dots
everything.
now.
Yeah, they have seltzers and a whole
mini melts.
Anyway, all right, here we go. You guys ready?
Yes,
sir.
Here we go. We're gonna get on plane.
Oh, wow. Okay. This seems dangerous.
We're
The
good.
ass of the boat is almost in the water.
I heard a manatee.
We're just gonna get on plane. We're
I think your hoodie's about to fly away, Dan. You want me to grab it?
Yeah. Keep everything. You want to get up there and grab your hoodie? I'll slow it down a little bit. All right. So now we're cruising speed.
I had to take my hat off.
Passing underneath the power lines. Anybody who's familiar with the St. John's will kind of know where we're at. But we're gonna come up here and we'll record at Drink Beer Beach once we stop.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back with more Corporate Time. Welcome back to A Corporate Time. All right, we hit Drink Beer Beach.
Not only did we hit Drink Beer Beach, as we're going, Sam screams, "There's a missile going off."
Yeah.
And I look over, and sure enough, there is a blanket missile flying through the sky. It's the second time we've been out on a boat, and then some sort of military problem has happened. This was not a missile, though. It was a rocket.
Yeah. That little rocket launch was supposed to happen yesterday, and actually, no, Sunday, I think.
Yeah, it's been delayed a couple times, I guess.
Yeah, we saw a rocket launch on the
How many
on the
Starlinks do we need? Good Lord, I got internet.
Now, the locals call this High Banks. I've been calling it Drink Beer Beach.
Little trashier. Little trash. High Banks sounds kind of cool.
Now, first time I've ever seen cows here, but this is also the first time there's never been people
I've seen
here.
cows here. And they're always eating their subs and tending to their children.
There's always usually a row of boats parked here,
Yes.
drinking beer, hanging out.
Isn't this the beach where you and I were waist deep? And we had, I think Andrea had like binoculars, and we looked over here, and there was a boat cop just sitting way over here waiting for us to leave because they saw us drinking beers.
So
we tried to wait them out because there was a storm coming, and we're like, we'll wait until the storm is literally striking our boat before we leave.
Yeah. There's usually on packed weekends, there's a lot of boat cops on the river. I remember my brother jumped off that marker over there.
Okay.
that green one, the marker 107.
Yeah.
He and then a boat cop with binoculars watched him jump off that and then get on my jet ski, my stand-up jet ski at the time.
Oh, for an escape.
And then he did get a ticket for boating underage.
Oh, really?
Because he didn't have his boating course filled out online or whatever.
So it was really the jump
like
off
15.
the marker that drew attention to him?
Yeah. Then he never paid it, warrant out for his arrest.
Oh.
The van way.
Yeah.
So instead of stopping here, and what I didn't realize is the river is high.
It is high.
Yeah, it
So-
looks great, though, I think. I mean,
Yeah,
it looks
now-
like a traditional
These
swamp
cows
river.
are loving it.
Now the problem is when we get to Blue Springs, the boat parking may be flooded. So we
Oh.
may have to walk through buzzard poop and mud.
Okay. Yeah.
In like
I would vote that
ankle-deep
manatees
water.
aren't worth it. I would vote they're not
Well,
that majestic.
We just have to take our shoes off. I've done it before
and
multiple
get
times.
and get the buzzard S in my toes.
I'll be a gentleman
this
and
is why I don't
Sam
do
can ride on
Tom
my back.
Van Adventure. This is why I don't do Tom Van
I'm
Adventures.
littler. I should be able to ride on Sam's back, and then Sam gets on your back. Can you carry all to both of us? Can you carry both of us?
Or you
I'm
could be on the
little.
front.
Yeah. What if Sam carries me like a baby, and then Sam jumps on your back backwards?
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Like she
Yeah.
lays on her back to your back.
Yeah,
Sam
back to back.
and then Sam's holding me as a baby. It'll keep you balanced.
I may not be able to carry both of you. I can mule one of you at a time
Okay.
over to
Okay.
now because there's there's probably going to be no one parked there. We could park up front, but we may have to walk across some water. And like I said, there's buzzard doo-doo everywhere.
I think
mixed
your
in.
I think your
Again-
engine just turned off, and there's oil coming out of this thing.
Yeah,
like-
something's going on.
Yeah, there's like a slick.
I don't do Tom Van Adventures because I like to be prepared. Now, if you see that I brought so many things over prepared, I
Yeah,
got
she has
sunscreen,
gloves.
I got blankets, I brought my own bottle
She
of
has
water,
a
I
knife.
brought gloves.
She has a tiny
I'm
Swiss
ready to
Army
go.
knife.
You gave me zero instruction on how to be prepared for this. I thought you were going to be prepared. I don't know why I thought that. But now I'm being told I'm going to have to
Hey, real
walk through
talk.
mud and
Real
water.
talk. That rocket scared the hell out of Sam. 'Cause she's like, this has been a scary day so far.
We got buzzards
Yeah,
circling
buzzards
us.
and rockets.
This bull is staring at us.
No,
Yeah.
those cows are domesticated.
I don't know.
They're the high banks cows. They're they eat all the leftover
That one's
joints
taking
that all the rednecks leave.
That was taking a dump and staring at us.
Yeah. They
And this
poop
boat
all
is
the-
headed straight for us. I don't think this guy.
Oh, we gotta go this
Yeah,
guy's
this guy
way.
doesn't even know what we're
He's
doing.
trying to fish.
I'm sideways in the on the
Like an
river right
asshole.
now.
We're just floating down the river.
Well, there's no one out here.
That guy is.
It really is nice. Why
You sh-
don't you? Can I ask you a serious question? Because you may not enjoy it because everybody's built differently, though. You wouldn't have a good time just coming out here by yourself on this
yeah.
boat and just putting
Oh.
around, dude.
Yeah,
you
but-
throw in your earbuds and you're listening to your
Yeah.
favorite gambling podcast and you're just hauling ass in your boat. Why don't you do that?
Nah, I don't like coming out by myself.
I get it. I don't
know-
either.
I don't know if it's fun or not unless someone else.
Try
I
it
get
out.
it. I'm not trying to change you. I'm just trying to I want to try to understand.
Look,
you
this
know?
guy's out here by himself.
Yeah, well, he's a fisherman.
Do you think I could beat up that little cow right there, the
Maybe.
littlest one?
You wanna go
Take
over
me
there?
over there. I'm gonna punch that thing right in the face. No, I'm kidding. That's me. I would never do that.
No, they're tough.
I would never do that.
These are.
I love it. I'm an animal lover.
These Volusia County cows.
Oh yeah, they're all on fentanyl.
There's
All
different
of them.
rules up here. You don't understand. Like, when you get out here, like
It's better though.
You know,
I
could-
instantly feel like I'm going back to my roots. Like you got me out here in the sunshine. I feel like a different man. I'm horny. I feel stronger. I feel like there's vitamins in my blood.
These are Sam. If you look over to the right, there's
Okay.
some cypress trees up here.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's they grow out, basically out of the river itself, and there's these all these lily pad type deals. That's where the manatees like to eat. They eat those up good.
Well, why
Those
are we
are-
the furthest away from those? Aren't we here to see
I
manatees?
think the lily
No,
pads.
the manatees are all at Blue Springs.
This is
'cause
where
it's too
Tom and I
cold.
tell you all of the old wives' tales we've been told by old swamp people. Aren't those lily pads invasive?
What is this
Aren't-
guy doing? He's like trolling. I've never seen that before.
What's he doing?
I was always
What-
told that that's
what-
where the best fish are by the lily pads.
Yeah, well, I don't know what he's
Trolling in the
trolling.
river? What do you? Well, you don't troll in a river.
Trolling on the river.
I thought you meant he was like holding up a meme or something.
No.
When you said that.
All right, you want to make our way? We'll the next stop will be Swamp House. That's where we're gonna have to stop again.
All
Okay.
of these names: Drink Beer Beach,
Swamp
Swamp
House.
House.
Is it called the Swamp House? Or is that what
That's
you
actual
call it?
name.
Okay. All
It's
right.
a Swamp
all right.
House Grill.
I'm just checking. Okay, so next stop, the Swamp House, and then hopefully making our way through Swamp S to get to hundreds. We've been told hundreds of manatees.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Tom and Dan Manatee Adventure.
All right, we'll be right back. Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on both Twitch and YouTube right now. Check it out. At Tom and Dan on YouTube, at Tom and Dan on Twitch.
We're super excited to talk to this next guest.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I don't know if I've ever
in
been
so many movies.
It's probably the most famous, I'm going to say, most famous person.
He's been literally a part of my life my entire life.
Yeah. This is a really big deal.
Yeah, and he's going to be at MegaCon February 1st through the 4th at the Orange County Convention Center. And you can meet him at MegaCon. On the line with us right now is Wallace Shawn. How you doing, Wallace?
I'm still alive.
All right.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you're also one of the people that I have seen, like all of us have enjoyed what you do. And just to get that out of the way, you're a treasure to like film and television.
I mean, everyone knows it.
Yeah, and when when our producer Samantha that you hear in the background, when she put in our group of our listeners that we were going to get the opportunity to talk to you, I don't know if we've ever had people more excited.
No.
Wow. Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
certainly, because you have touched so many lives and you've had so many iconic mega roles, and you're still doing it right now, like young Sheldon. You're constantly doing that. What makes it so you're able to work as much as you do? You know, you've been doing this a very decent amount of time, right?
Yes, I guess I suppose I did my first movie in 77, something like that.
Yeah, 48 years.
I suppose I have good genes that I suppose, I don't really know as much as I wish I did about my ancestry, but, we were Jews who were hiding from people who wanted to kill us,
Sure.
and I suppose it made us healthy. I mean, my parents lived to be quite old as well. Somehow I
Good
survived.
genes. Yeah, good genes.
Yeah, tough.
Wallace, I'm curious were you surprised what The Princess Bride turned into as far as the pop culture phenomenon and the juggernaut? It's my wife's favorite movie. We recently showed our sons 8 and 9 the movie. They loved it.
It's a lot of people's favorite movie, man. I mean, I know at least 5 people that's their favorite movie.
We didn't. I don't think anybody on the set at the time dreams that it would be so beloved, I must say. Maybe Carrie had an inkling of it. I don't know. I think people, everybody was very, very surprised. I'm still surprised.
What was it like working with Andre the Giant?
Well, he was very kind to me because we had to do a scene together where we were we were supposed to, in the movie it says we're on these gigantic cliffs. We were not really on gigantic cliffs, but we were on a very small forklift that went up to the top of a studio, which was 35 feet off the ground.
Ooh.
And I prefer just to be at sea level, possibly, sitting in an armchair. I don't like to do those things, and I'm never in that, you'll see, I'm never in that type of movie. Usually I get to just talk and sit at a desk, maybe. But I was terrified to do this. I'm afraid of heights. And I was tied to Andre the Giant at the time, and he had his flask of cognac that he kindly offered me to try to calm me down.
Oh, there you go.
And it was very cozy being tied to him. I think if I'd been tied to anybody else, I would have felt claustrophobic. With him, I was frightened. I was frightened, but sort of comforted by his warm presence.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Very nice.
He's a mega man.
So I was reading up about your start and everything, and you actually didn't intend to be an actor, right? So you were going to be a diplomat, and then you went and spent some time in India and taught English. I wonder, how did that affect you into going into the arts?
Well, I really went to India in the first place because this was in 1965. If your listeners even know there was such a date. I went to India because it was so poor, and because I thought that I might work as a diplomat or a civil servant and help poor people to become more like Americans.
Sure.
But when I went to India, I was so happy there, despite the suffering of an awful lot of people. It made me aware of the spiritual or psychological suffering of the people back at home in America, people I even knew.
Yeah.
And I sort of gave myself permission, if I wanted to be, which I did, to do something to be more artistic. Because sometimes, I don't know, some artistic people help their fellow man in a spiritual way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean religious. I just mean
entertainment is it's a form of escapism.
It's good for the soul.
Yeah.
Sure. I think we're getting where you're going. Yeah, that's pretty cool that you were able to use travel to almost unlock a different part of your personality and behavior, and then obviously the fact that you have starred in so many. I say starred, but, these are maybe, let's say, smaller roles, but they're iconic roles in the fact that now people, know you for so much, like voiceovers. Is that something, do you remember your first voiceover, and is that something you enjoy doing, where you're giving an animated character life?
Well, I think my first, maybe, and this is going into the distant past, I think my first was the Pink Panther. I did, it was basically a children's cartoon, 10-minute episodes, and I really did a lot of them. I suppose a few dozen of them, always playing the same short character.
Sure.
I mean, and in real life, I am short, and you'd think in a cartoon maybe I'd be tall, but I usually have played short people in cartoons as well. And
Rex is pretty tall.
Well, he's also a toy.
Yeah.
Well, amongst the toys.
Rex is tall for a toy. I am also 5'2". I read that you were 5'2". I've never met another man that's 5'2". I am 5'2", so it's very nice to meet somebody that is at the perfect height.
Well, I think it is the perfect height. Actually, it's quite healthy. I mean, if you fall over, it's less dangerous.
Yeah, it really is. It's great down here. I tell people all the time, it's a wonderful place to be. I love it. I absolutely adore it.
I mean, sadly, you might shrink as I have. I'm more, probably closer to 5'1" or maybe 5 feet. But, and of course, I don't notice it the way other people do. And in a certain way, I've made a living off it.
Sure.
Without planning to. I am a creature to others. And of course, I'm never cast as a president or as a king, or as a hero.
Amphibia, you were a king.
Yeah. And Amphibia, I was going to, Sam brought it up. Yeah, that we loved you in that. And do you work, do you have a contract or a special deal with Disney to get you in all those great shows that, like Big City Greens and all these shows that my kid loves, because it seems like you pop up a lot there?
I have a nice agent.
There you go.
suggests me for things, I suppose. And, I don't know. These things are fads and fashions, and I notice the difference between one year and another. But no, I don't think anybody has a contract with Disney to be in animated things or with Pixar.
So you're just grinding, man. You're just working really hard and you don't have to audition anymore, do you? I mean, they know who you are.
Yes, I do audition.
Really?
I do audition for things.
That's insane.
I haven't auditioned for animated things, but for parts where my whole 5-foot body is used, I do audition. Not always. I mean, most of what I do, I've just been offered. But and obviously, I'm grateful to John Lasseter, who decided I should be that dinosaur years and years and years ago. They, before the invention of AI, they really couldn't replace me or hire me.
Right.
They were stuck. Now, obviously, there are ways. I don't know if they would fool connoisseurs like you, but they would fool, the average person.
People would know. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I mean, with AI, they can replace your voice, but they can't act the way you would act.
Correct.
There's something called acting ideas, or actors are not just a body and a voice. There's some creativity involved in just how you do it. And that, I'm terrified that people will try to replace us with a sort of less good versions of ourselves.
Oh, yeah. I think they're trying to do that now. And, I mean, most people I know that, like you said, are connoisseurs seem to be giving a decent amount of pushback to that. And right now, at least, it is very easy to see the flaws in AI. We've monkeyed around with a little bit here in our studio just to mess around with it. But yeah, you said that's something, is it terrifying to you? And do you think that they will achieve that? Or have you seen that in any of your Hollywood dealings, any of that even bubbling right now?
No, but I think, I've had the threat even before AI. Well, if you don't do this, we'll get a sound alike. No. And there are people who have imitated me very successfully, and not yet, I think, in a movie. And there's certainly actors are aware of that danger.
Sure.
And if I were, 25, I think I would have a personal fear of it. I mean, being, extremely old, I don't literally fear it, because by the time they've really perfected it, I will be out of the picture.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the goal, right? Like, is to get, if you can end your run just as
before
it's perfected.
Before the robots take over.
No, right as they're taking over, then you can kind of benefit from living on, and you were the authentic Wallace, right? Up until the point where the AI one took over. That's the way to do it. It's just ending.
Well, I think if I have any power over it, I would, try to say that it ends with me.
Yeah, I like that too.
Take it
out. And I hope that our union will enable me to do that on my deathbed.
I think they will.
I don't. Of course, I would love to be remembered after my death, but I don't really want to be imitated after my death. I don't think that would be fun. I think I would rest very unquietly after my death if I thought that people were using my voice to act in a way that
you wouldn't want
I would act.
Perfectly
profit
said.
off of you.
Yeah, that's perfectly said.
Well, Wallace, I'm curious, like, when you're at MegaCon, which will be at the Orange County Convention Center February 1st through the 4th.
Yeah, man.
So definitely go meet Wallace.
Make your plans so you can go see him.
When you're there and people meet you, what's the one character that you hear the most, that have touched the people the most?
Well, I mean, the Princess Bride is loved in a very special way, but I'm for the last 6 years I've been on Young Sheldon, and an increasing number of people, recognize me for that and love that show, and come up to me and say, wow, we watch that show every week.
Yeah, it's wildly popular, yeah.
This will be the final season, 7th season, and that'll be it for Young Sheldon.
There you go.
To
Because
piggyback,
he's a grown-up now. He's 14.
Right.
Yeah,
no
true.
longer,
Yeah,
no
he's
longer
old
that
Sheldon.
young. You're the teen Sheldon, right?
Yeah, whenever you do those shows, they will age out.
To piggyback off of the whole MegaCon thing, what is the most interesting or weird thing someone's asked you to autograph?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't think anybody has. I think I've turned down the chance to autograph people's, flesh.
That's inappropriate. Don't ask Rex to do that. You know what I mean?
I don't.
His arms can't reach.
Yeah. Don't do that to a toy dinosaur, making him sign flesh. You don't do that.
It's just out of my comfort zone, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel pretty standard with you.
But yeah, people do bring things in, but yes, I'm more comfortable signing a book.
Yeah, I mean, books
or reading a book.
Yeah, reading, signing.
Yeah, he doesn't have a TV.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, do you consume the internet at all, like social media?
I don't do social media, and I do occasionally demonstrate politically. I'm, a known leftist, and I've demonstrated for a ceasefire in Gaza, and I've done all sorts of things, and I don't really want to read what people have to say about me.
Better way to live, probably.
It really is a better way to live. I mean, like, we're kind of knee deep in it, and it is not good for your self-esteem, I found.
Well, you have to be in your line of work. I don't have to be.
Yeah.
And I do have a computer, and I do see things, on the internet. I don't yet have a TV. Maybe in my 90s I'll get it.
I like that.
That's when you'll care.
I did that a little bit. Like, I turned 47 this year, and I've never been a baseball fan, and my wife is a huge baseball fan. And I waited till I'm damn near 50 to start getting into baseball. Maybe you should wait until you're 90 to get into television. I think that's a great idea. Save a little something for the end.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll have so much to catch up on.
Yeah. I'm also weak on sports, but baseball is a beautiful game.
It's fun, man.
And,
I dig it.
I can imagine, my mother lived to be 99.
Whoa.
So the second half of my 90s could be television and baseball.
Well, Wallace, wait until you watch the news. You're going to be like, "This is the news," and then every
just turn
news,
it off.
and then every news is different, and it tells you different things, and you're like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah, it's all crazy. I think without social media doing what you're doing, it's probably the best way to go. And hey, we can't thank you enough for taking the time today to give us a call and talk to us. And again, Tom, where can everybody see him in MegaCon?
MegaCon, February 1st through the 4th at the Orange County Convention Center. Go up and say hi to Wallace. He is a icon, a treasure, and do yourself a favor. Look at Wallace Shawn's IMDb and look at all the work he's done. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and then look at that, and you get to work. You look at what he's done, and you'll make you want to go out there and do something. Thank you again for the time, Wallace.
It's great to talk to you guys. Wonderful.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Be good.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What a nice man.
Yeah,
He's so sweet.
I just told
80 years old.
Yeah. I feel like, when you're talking to somebody like that, I feel like you'd be super respectful.
You goddamn right. I felt bad for asking that question about the autograph.
Yeah, you'd be delicate.
I thought people,
I felt like I was
bring weird
wasting.
stuff
I felt
to
like
those
everything
things.
I said, I was wasting his time.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This morning,
Nice man.
I was.
He didn't have to do this.
No.
I didn't look at the schedule. I never do.
That's good.
And
I'm glad
then,
I make one.
Then this morning, I was talking to Tracy, and I was trying to some sales
You guys
stuff.
won't get off the goddamn phone.
I heard some really nefarious things
Guys
going
are
on.
chit-chatting. Tom's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Sound like the Murdoch murders are being planned out there. This guy. It's all the steaming.
I left a pee-pee in the
It's
toilet.
like, get to the panels, Bubba.
Yeah, don't talk about. Do you really, dude? You're going to talk about leaving a pee-pee in the toilet?
Yeah, because when I'm
And
talking,
then I peed on it, and I hate peeing on people's pee.
Disgusting.
well, I was talking to Tracy. I didn't want to be rude.
And then I walked in there, I was like, why does
Well,
it...
it's being rude by peeing while she's on the
Yeah,
phone.
No, you
I
can't
was
hear
like,
it. You
who
can't hear it.
poured a Bubba Dr.
How quiet do you think you're
Who
peeing?
poured a
do the
Bubba
side.
Gulp size Mr. Pibb into the toilet? Who poured that in there?
Fizzy.
So then,
Wow.
5 minutes before, I was like, who are we talking to?
And then he almost called him Sean.
Yeah, then he tried to call him Sean
Sean
Wallace.
Wayans. I was
then
like, no,
I'm
it's not
Sean
Sean
Wallace.
Then he called him
Wayans.
Sean Wasson for the news junkie.
And then I had no idea. And then like 3 minutes, and then I type it in. And I'm like, Vincini from Princess Bride.
Yeah.
And then I text my wife immediately. We're talking to Vincini.
And then you took a selfie of yourself with him in the background on Wikipedia.
I'm gonna make him say happy birthday to you.
I'm going to get a cameo for you, babe.
But then I pulled
You'll
that.
see. You'll see. I'll meet you later tonight for a Vince McMahon orgy.
Oh, no.
Man, like, and I know, like, there's a bunch of people that wanted us to ask him about,
Well, your
like,
questions are dumb.
Tom said, F your question.
No, I
Well,
went down every
they
single
were like,
question.
let's
They're
talk
stupid.
ass about Chevy Chase. Well, I'm not
didn't
gonna ask
say
him
that.
Well, that's what it
Yeah.
What's
implies.
your experience?
How racist was Chevy Chase?
I left off the Cosby one.
Well, we know his experience. Chevy Chase is a notorious
D-head.
D-head. So
Intentional D-head.
So if you ask,
Did you ever get drugged by Cosby?
We
listen,
should have asked him about his experience on the Shaka Khan video.
no,
You
yeah,
think
yeah.
he shook,
He was in
shook
a-
it up with Shaka Khan?
He was in a Shaka Khan video?
Yeah.
It doesn't
I
seem
love
like
Shaka
Wallace is the type of guy to talk ass about anybody.
No.
You know,
No,
like he's
no,
very
no.
even keeled and
He's
like
old now, right?
80.
80.
Yeah.
Same age as Vince McMahon.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to be bringing it up for
Oh,
weeks now,
man.
okay?
Yeah,
Talk about polar opposites.
Until it settles, I will be...
This guy's been with his wife for like 30 years.
Until it settles, I will be making at least 8 references a day. It's ridiculous.
And
it's just crazy.
I think Vince McMahon could beat me up on Zero.
Oh, yeah, he's on the tee.
He could. He'd
But
beat you up
he's
and poop on your
80.
head.
He's 80, but he's on the tee.
Yeah. He's out on
He's
HGH.
big.
Oh, he's huge.
Big
But
melt.
But as an
He's
80-year-old,
melty, though. Oh.
but as an
melty. Yeah,
80-year-old
he's
man,
melty.
His mustache is melting.
how
he's-
strong could you be at 80, even with that much muscle?
Well,
Like I don't
strong
think
enough to poop on
Roid
somebody.
rage, man.
are your muscle, even though you're that big, I think your muscles
It's
aren't as
melted.
strong, right?
It's real melted.
Like you
Yeah,
can't actually lift heavy weights, can he? Or
He
I mean,
could lay on you.
We know that. We know that's confirmed.
anyway,
Okay.
that's cool to talk to you, Wallace.
It
So, like,
was. I was nervous. I didn't know
I
what to
was
ask
too.
him.
yeah, and also it's like,
But sometimes, can I be honest? because I think people want us to be honest. There were some parts of that where I wanted him to speed up a little bit.
Well, he's an old man.
No, I know, but there are parts of it where I'm like, God damn, come on, spit it out, Rex.
Get to it, Wallace.
Come on, Rex.
So-
come on, you got it. Come on.
The most curious question I have for him, I could never ask because it's insulting and it's
Inconceivable.
unintentional
How big is his
DN. No,
my
no.
God.
What the hell, Sam?
Could
What do you
you?
think of me?
I don't know. I was thinking of a question you couldn't ask him.
Yeah,
No,
that was a great question, Sam. You know what? Presto trip. I would ask him if he could beat up Vern Troyer, the ghost of Vern Troyer. I watched the Vern Troyer sex tape again last night.
Come on.
Oh.
What the number one question I wanted to ask, which it feels insulting to ask,
Inconceivable.
is that why are you doing megacons? Like, is it enjoyable to
Because when he
That's a
stops,
good
he dies.
question.
Because
Because-
when he stops, he dies.
He also didn't have to do this interview, and the quote, I believe, was he wanted to support MegaCon.
When he stops,
so that's why he did
dies.
It's-
These people
okay.
know. I'm becoming aware of it now. Why do you think I'm exercising more? When I stop, I die.
Yeah, but he's still working, like
Yeah.
on Young Sheldon. I'm sure
Yeah.
he'll still
He's
be
got a
offered
Woody
parts.
Allen movie coming
Yeah.
out.
He's addicted to it.
So, like, but the traveling to these conventions, and I know money's money, but you think at 80, you just start, you start doing the math. You already, have some money in the
Well,
bank.
from what I read, he's like, because even when you asked about like getting on the internet, he's like, he doesn't do social media and he doesn't do anything where he interacts with people online because he says he thinks he'll get like almost addicted to it. He's like, I love talking to people.
Okay, so
it could just be the interaction
So
with
he
the
knows.
people.
Yeah,
he puts up boundaries. Smart guy.
Yeah, he does put up
He
boundaries.
knows I can't handle this, so I'm
I'll
just not even
do
going
it.
to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but if you told
I wonder
me,
if he has an addictive personality. If he had to find that out early on.
okay,
It makes sense that he's like one of those guys that's smart enough to realize that he had maybe an addiction problem
Yeah,
early
can't
on.
dabble
Or
with
maybe
that,
he's like,
yeah.
you know what? I have a drinking problem. He's like, but those guys are smart enough where they'll stop and then they like, I know my boundaries now.
but here's what I think. And what I stereotype of the people that go to MegaCon is that they are ultra fans, right? Is that
A lot of powder.
right? So
A lot of powder.
Yeah, because those tickets aren't cheap.
and then mixed in into the ultra fan community is crazy people. Lots,
can be.
Yeah.
lots of crazy.
Well, where do you think fan came from?
Yeah.
Fanatic.
Yeah. So now you have to spend all day
With those
3
people.
days
Yeah.
talking to crazy people
Yeah.
about the same thing, a Princess Bride,
Yeah.
and they're
And-
saying inconceivable to
Yeah.
you
Oh
over
my
and
God.
over.
You're
I
around-
would kill myself.
You-
No,
Yeah,
well, that's
I'm
every
with you.
BDM.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
every BDM meetup.
Yeah, I want to kill myself.
I want to kill
Sucking
myself.
fat tea.
That's why I'm an alcoholic.
I don't like it's thinking of going to a convention hall
Yeah.
where everybody in there
Yeah,
has a
inconceivable.
sticker of a stormtrooper on their Kia Soul makes me want to blow my brains out.
And then it's the same
A
thing.
million Kia Souls, all of them say Stormtrooper Edition.
And then crazy people, crazy fans have no boundaries, so they're like, say inconceivable.
Eat my wife.
Eat my wife's inconceivable.
and then so they'll just be the only interactions is people saying annoying things to you.
You are short.
Yeah,
Look at you.
Daniel
You
knows.
are short.
They're like, oh
you
my
are
god,
short. Look how short
Yeah.
you are. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. You're so short. Ah.
And
Take this picture looking like you're boofing me.
Yeah,
a lot of that.
But I feel like he's more highly respected than us, so I don't know that he gets a lot of that.
Crazy people have no respect.
Yeah, they don't.
He had
They
nothing.
don't.
When I said
Crazy people
when
don't
I asked
respect
the question
people.
about signing something like weird or crazy, he had nothing.
No, I know. Yeah, but
So maybe
Also-
people respect him enough that they don't act crazy.
He's
towards
also
him.
80. I feel like he forgets a lot of stuff, right?
Maybe.
but it just seems to me it's like, all right, well, how do you want to spend your weekend? I mean, like,
You know what's weird?
Just you don't
I
have that
wanted
many
him-
weekends left.
You know what's weird is I
God
wanted
damn,
him.
man.
That's truth.
No, he's right.
That's the truth.
No, but
I know you're right, but
what I did
God.
not like, I didn't like him saying one particular word when he talked about signing things. He said flesh. And that's like moist. It's a gross flesh. Flesh.
yeah.
What are you, a vampire?
He was talking about
he didn't
teas,
want to
right?
say boobies.
Yeah, he didn't want to say
Yeah.
boobies,
Yeah.
but that's too, like, he's a guy is super smart.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. But now you're going to MegaCon, and I'm not, and I know you probably
I mean, pound for pound, most people at MegaCon got a lot of flesh.
yeah.
Dude, MegaCon this year stacked. And I think a lot of the people there technically, don't need to be at MegaCon. There's got to
So
be
that's what goes back to Tom's original question.
Well,
Why
yeah,
are
why?
you doing it?
Don't know.
Egomania
For
never
the
dies.
people
But he doesn't seem like he wants to be
They're all
recognized.
low-key egomaniacs.
Like he's not even on the. He doesn't even watch TV or on the internet.
What if it's a spectrum? We're on the spectrum of egomaniacs. We do a thing where we sell our opinions and voices.
And your names and faces on
You
shirts.
know, I mean, you could put us on the spectrum, right?
Yeah.
He's on there. He's just quieter, but he's on there.
Yeah.
He's addicted to it just like everybody else.
But I guess I'm putting myself in his shoes, and like if I
You couldn't. He's too little.
But if I
Can
did,
you wear my shoes? What size feet do you have?
if I did that
you can
many
squeeze one of them in there.
shows and that many
Who's
characters,
got the better body right now at 5'2"? Me or Wallace Shawn?
well, he's 80, so I think he beat him out.
He might beat
of the
me. He
age.
might beat me.
No.
He might beat me.
You can't fight.
He has
once
less
you
heat
get
bumps.
past
He has
75.
less heat bumps because he has worse circulation. I know that.
He's got good genetics, too.
Yeah, he's got good genetics. I don't have good. I have a poor genetics.
And then I wonder if he does the.
This man has looked the same the entire time I've been alive.
Yeah.
His hair's just gotten whiter. That's it.
Yeah, so is mine.
like even taking
I'm the Wallace Shawn of the show.
cell phone pictures with people over and over all day has to get old, right? And you're just like, oh my god!
Not if you're not on the internet. It's magic. It's magic. If you're not on the
That's
internet,
true.
you know, he's like, oh, another digital photo. Okay, inconceivable.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, all right, we'll be right back. Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha, our producer's here. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
I just poured a Mountain Dew all over the studio. I'm sorry about that.
That's fine.
Very sorry about that.
It's your studio. I consider
It's our studio.
No, I consider
this.
this is your space. My space is the trash dump that I've turned my desk into.
Well, look what I'm doing. I'm not doing much better. I just soaked all your ramblings. Now they look extra crazy.
But you just soaked my trash.
I don't want to interrupt you guys, but can we hear the theme song?
Oh, yeah. Well, we hadn't introduced you
Didn't
yet.
even introduce
We haven't
you
even
yet.
introduced you
Well,
yet.
Dom's buying jeans for the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Wait a second, though.
I thought you guys would like that.
Don't tell us
I didn't
secrets.
know it was Jean Day.
Yeah, well,
in the
those are.
studio.
Hold on a second. My jeans, I've had these jeans for 20 years. Those are premium, brand new Paxons. Those are brand new Paxons.
Bullheads.
That's bullheads if I've ever seen bullheads.
Those are some wide leg
Yeah.
bullheads. that was
I got big legs.
And you cannot lie. Let's do it.
There we go.
Living life carefree. Paul, Dom, and Dustin. A trio you gotta see. With the wild adventures. They're the best of friends. Always sticking together until the end. Oh yeah. 7'3". Wild and free. Living life to the fullest. Can't you see? With the laughter and the jokes, they'll make you smile. 7'3", they'll go the extra mile.
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite part. Oh, yeah.
You definitely listen to
that.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Where's my reverb?
That's
Oh, yeah.
I'm not joking. People have requested us to
have.
upload that
They
song.
have. Would you guys believe that there is somebody in our audience that has a Sanford 3 tattoo?
I would not believe
Sanford 3 tattoo.
Paul,
love that.
will you commission a band to learn that song
Yes.
and play it at our next event?
Yes.
I would actually highly suggest that we should make the supervillains do that.
I didn't see that one coming.
Evil genius's plan. It's the worst thing you could have ever done.
We're gonna actually let's over the next year let's write an entire album for them
To all country?
that they have to record.
Even the chat room agrees.
No, it'll be every different genre of music. The Sanford 3, every different genre of music.
Okay, all right.
So we got a lot to get to. One in which Dom told everybody that he has to go jean shopping
Because he's going on a cruise, he has to be fancy.
he's going to the Bahamas.
We have two formal nights to eat dinner, and so this is what he's gonna.
Look, the captain's dinner, I will be donating.
I literally,
I
was like, I'm going to wear pants today, and let's see what happens. Because I never, ever, ever, ever wear
I've never
pants.
seen you in pants.
And you know what?
And
It's
you
gonna
brought brand new bullheads, and you're going to rock a brand new, you got to go brand new edgy Volcom button down.
I'm wearing my Casino Cruise Christmas party shirt. Right.
We also have pink tank tops coming that say "Ship happens."
I like that. I like that. I like
Are
that
you
a
guys
lot.
going as a company?
This is like our manager cruise.
Oh, nice.
We have a pretty
Manager
dope
cruise.
owner of our business who takes us on cruises.
You need to take
Nice.
us on a cruise.
That's what Tom and Dan cruise.
Tom and Dan Cruise2024.com.
You got to get to work and entertain
We
everybody.
got to work on the
Do you
damn
know
cruise.
how many people's hair I have to braid on that stupid cruise? All day, braiding all
Are
day.
you going to braid my
Well, you
hair?
have the
That's
smallest
what I do
fingers.
on the cruise. He makes me braid hair, and then I do the novelty
on.
necklaces.
Come
The
on.
Swifty ones are very popular.
So
Trading.
Then after Dom told us about his jean shopping, Paul.
Where did you get your jeans?
Yeah, where'd you get your jeans? Because this guy goes jean shopping.
I got him at Target.
All right,
Target.
Target jeans.
Target.
I'm never
Massimo.
gonna ever wear them.
Massimo? Are
Like,
those Massimos?
I don't know what they are.
You know that guy tried to get that Massimo man? You know the Massimo man? Everybody knows Massimo man, right? The guy from Target?
Yeah.
When they transitioned from Cherokee brand, they were like, Cherokee, plus the Indian logo, you can't do that anymore. We're out of that. We're going Massimo. And then Massimo's wife was the lady from the Full House. And then they tried to lie and get
then
their
they went
daughter
to
into
jail.
college. Yeah.
Yeah.
They tried to get that's him. Massimo, when you're wearing Massimo jeans like he's wearing right now,
Lori Loughlin,
you're
yeah.
funding white privilege and people stealing. My daughter can't get into college because of Massimos.
I think it's like Aunt Becky, right?
Yeah, it's Aunt Becky.
Aunt Becky.
Yeah.
She went to jail.
This guy knows.
Those
Isn't this something
Have
the Italians
mercy.
should be upset about too?
The Massimo thing?
Yeah.
I think I don't even think it's a made up word. I don't even think it means anything.
It
Anyway.
means limp spaghetti.
There you go.
So then Paul did what my stepdad used to do to me all the time when we were riding to the dump in pure silence.
Wait a minute. This could be a lot of this could be something terrible.
Which is what real men tend to do that have a lot of collection of stories and have experienced life like Paul has from being a bar owner for so long.
Yeah, he's
And,
seen it all.
he's seen it all. And Paul just started to tell us a story why he's not afraid of machetes. And then he's like,
Yeah.
you guys want to hear why I'm not afraid of machetes?
That's why when we were early in our relationship and I was getting to know you, it was the reason I asked, because earlier on I wouldn't really tag along much for the business stuff,
Yeah.
but I very much enjoyed going into the old office. Old office. Let me make sure.
The old shotgun office.
The old office where I knew that at any moment Paul was ready to blast through his desk with a big old shotgun and blow somebody's stomach out.
Oh, then he shoot you in the knees.
Yo, yeah, blow your knees off.
And the groin.
Oh, yeah, and as you're trying to run out, he has one of his lackeys beat your head flat with a monitor.
You're making me sound like an old, retired cop that's a private investigator.
That's what we
Where you
thought.
were
though.
from you are from
Yeah,
Texas.
you're a Texas
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
That's what we thought. We thought Texas guys go to Florida to mellow out.
And then he feeds
You're
you.
describing Gary Busey in the firm.
Oh yeah, all right.
Then he feeds you to the West End hogs,
Oh, yeah.
which
I know.
are actual
Yeah, yeah.
women.
Women, yeah, they're girls. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't think he likes you calling his clientele hogs, but
Hey, shout out to him! Shout out to him! And as Tom has said many times on this
My
show,
God, man.
the big ones will.
We can't even say that.
I don't know where I'm at right now.
We
I have to cut this whole portion out.
anyway, so
Hold on, let me play the song again. Okay, I'm joking.
So anyway, Paul.
Yeah.
I would love to hear the story about why you're not afraid of machetes.
So you guys were all hot and bothered about the Bahamas being unsafe due to tourists
Okay.
getting whacked by machetes. Is that what I heard?
yeah. Well,
it's
that's
a little bit of
everybody's
Sam's
fear.
paranoia.
travel advisor.
I was 17
right now.
years old. We were at a house party drinking beer. A friend of mine, his name was Larry Frazier, comes over. He says, "My girlfriend's cheating on me, and I know where they're at." And so we all load up in a car and we go over. This guy's crazy. He gets out. He bashes every window in this house with a baseball bat.
Oh my god!
So I'm standing leaning up against this car, and I'm like, funny. And then I look up, and a machete's being swung at me. So
Holy smokes, Paul! I didn't
by
expect this at all.
a Hispanic gentleman that I don't know who that person is, and I will never know.
God, my wife a slam on.
I ducked it. It went into the side of his Jeep Cherokee.
Wow.
Ducked under it, and I think if I would have gotten timed in that few blocks that I ran away from that house,
yeah.
I think maybe it would be in like a world record sprint.
So you have
I faced a machete.
wielding maniac.
Yes.
And you survived.
Yes.
So
What was it? What, you guys at the wrong house or something?
No, it was the right house.
now what's odd about that story, Paul, is I feel like to the normal human that would make you more afraid of machetes, right?
No, he got his done. He's like me in planes. It's like if I'm going flying
Heightened
somewhere-
sense.
Yeah, well, when I'm going, I hate planes, but when I'm going on one, if there's a crash the day before and everybody dies, I'm like, yes.
Score.
Right.
Well,
I know it's
not going to happen. You know,
That's the way
lightning never strikes twice in the same place.
Yeah, you got yours out of the way. You're good.
No, but the reason why you hate planes is because you had a traumatic experience in a plane.
Yeah.
So,
but I lived. There's a positive side to that. I
Yeah,
lived.
but you've been fearful ever since.
Yeah, well, I'm fearful of a lot of things I don't tell you about.
But that's what Paul should be fearful of, anybody holding a machete, not him breaking his fear. Like, you know what? Now
But he's been around them more, right?
I just know that I can
dodge
Right.
dodge them.
I feel like he'd
Now
be
that
more
was
calm.
25
You never know till you know.
Well, he's lean now, too. He's
No, I know.
lean now, too.
Yeah, but no matter how, 25 years is 25 years. Time slows you down. I used to believe.
I did Pilates this morning, man. I was good to go.
Yeah, I'm feeling very flexible today. I think I'm with Paul on this one.
Anyway, all right. So, how are you guys doing? What's new in Sanford? What's coming up here? I know Pints
What are
and
we
Paws.
missing? Yeah, well, if I always feel like
That's
we're
a
missing
March.
something.
Well, we got a lot.
We got everything. We
Yeah.
got Mardi Gras. We got Patty Pole. We got Pints and Paws.
Patty
We've
pole?
got
What's a patty
Mini
pole?
Masters. The St. Patrick's Day truck pole, the fire truck pole.
Yeah.
We, get
Teams of
16
10,
teams.
pull a
Yep.
fire truck.
I like that.
So let's talk about Mardi Gras, because I'm guessing that's the next big event.
Yeah, it's going to be on the 17th. And we got the street party and the sachet parade going down Stanford Ave from 6th Street to 2nd Street. And then in our
fun.
regular footprint, we've got the whole evening taken care of with entertainment, outdoor stage, food, vendors, all that jazz.
Will people be throwing beads?
They will be handing them out in the parade.
Yeah.
Okay. all right, yeah.
That's the,
Cannot throw
that's the most
beads.
2024 thing you'll hear today.
We have been told this so many damn times.
Oh, really? Oh,
Oh, dear God, so many times. You cannot throw beads.
Hand them over.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. But I mean, what if the person, like, you go to hand them, they go to reach for it, and there's like a 6-inch gap? You could do a little.
Drop 'em. Tossing.
Drop 'em.
You can do a
You
little.
can't,
A little.
No, you can't.
A tiny
We're all gonna
toss.
throw.
What I like to do,
We're just all gonna throw
I like to
them
put the
anyway.
bead on my arm, and then I like to shake the person's hand, and then make them
roll it
and
off
roll
of their-
it off onto their arm.
Yeah.
That might take some time, but
Yeah,
come on out.
I'm very slow and precise with my beads.
I was
lot
able to
of
give
touching.
beads to 7 people in the parade.
Wow! Look at this guy.
Now-
I can also like somebody like lifts their
Okay,
shirt up,
well, I
right?
was gonna mention
so you
the
have no
flag.
hand to grab the bead, so you have to hang it gently on the breast of choice.
That's over
Family
with
friendly,
now.
folks.
Okay, family friendly.
That's
yeah.
American R&D. That's their slogan. I'm slipping it in there. Sorry.
That besides from actual Mardi Gras in New Orleans, no one's lifting their shirt anymore.
No,
right?
I don't
That
even
day
think-
and age
I-
Oh, is that done?
I think
That-
it is.
yes, yeah,
they,
yeah.
they
In
do
New
it.
Orleans?
Cell
They
phone
do it there.
cameras.
No, they do it there still, but it's still from guys that I know that are from Louisiana. They're like, it still happens, but it's not like
Rare.
in the 80s. Like in
Yeah.
the 80s, if you go there, 1983 Mardi Gras, and
80%
it
of the
is-
girls are topless.
Oh, dude, it's like rated X. I've seen the videos later where it becomes a circle of dudes, and you know what's happening.
Japanese contests.
Yeah, everybody's seen those videos.
I
Don't even
subscribe
lie
to
to me.
them.
Yeah, don't even lie to me and say you haven't.
And they just
That's what
kept-
the internet's for.
They just kept mailing them to me over and over.
I get them every morning.
Anyway, so that doesn't,
So there will be no contests at what we're talking.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
no, no.
yeah,
This is all like Sanford. When you go there, you're going there for some nice family fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody involved.
So after Mardi Gras, what's the next event after that?
So Patty Pole, and then Pints and Paws.
You guys like the
That's going to
peas?
be another big one.
Patty Pole, Pints and
And then
Paws.
Hurricane Party. We actually have the tickets on sale right now
Yeah,
for
we
$30
actually were,
with a limited
Okay.
release.
We're announcing more bands today. Actually,
Well,
we could probably announce them
Tomorrow.
right now.
Well,
do it
technically
right now.
tomorrow,
Let's
but
do
I
it
think
right
we
now.
should.
All right.
So we're going to change the prices. They're going to go up to
Technically-
$35 starting tomorrow, and we're going to release more of the headliners.
So what we're doing is
So
we're doing
going to tell
tiered,
you now.
tiered ticketing.
Okay.
We're only releasing a few bands, and for our loyal customers that have been coming for forever and they know they're going to come, they can buy the stuff at $30
Yeah,
right now.
get
There's
it
a few
early,
left.
it's cheaper.
It goes up to $35, and we're going to announce a few more bands. Then it goes to $40, and then we're going to announce a few more bands, right?
Yep, and then it stays at 40.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
40 will be pre-sale until day of.
So if you want to save a decent amount of money, like
Buy them right now.
yeah, like at least
You
3
know you're
drinks
going.
worth, a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
meal's worth of tickets, then buy
You've
them
been
now.
going for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know that there's going to be good bands. Buy them now.
So that's all of our guys.
Yeah.
Buy them now.
Well, and at any price level too, you can upgrade your ticket to VIP for $30. Comes with free drinks, a T-shirt, poster, lanyard, all that.
It's a great deal.
Yeah.
And
great.
so far, we have announced the Pie Tasters. We've announced the Mephistopheles. We've announced the supervillains, and we've announced one more.
Slackers.
Oh, we've announced the Slackers.
Yep.
Yes,
And today we're going to announce.
Today we're going to announce.
Drum roll.
Someday Honey.
And one of my favorite bands out there.
We're going to announce Black Joe Lewis and the Honey Bears.
That's a good get.
Love it.
Love this band.
So excited about it. And on top of that, we got the Shabooms, too, which is going to...
Yeah, we're also announcing the Shabooms. We're announcing...
Interesting styles of music you guys are adding. I like this.
Gargamel's joining us. American Party Machine.
They're fun.
And I think that's it for this week.
For right now.
Yeah, and then next week we'll have our two, probably our two top tier.
Yeah, we still got some big guns coming.
Yep.
So.
Awesome. And I've never heard of Black Joe Lewis and the Honey Bears.
They are like...
Oh, I love them.
I think like very James Brownie type of
You would
show.
love
Super
Browning.
high energy.
You would love it. Here, I'll give
Very
you
similar to like Legendary
This
JC's
one, right?
out here.
Give a little taste.
Bitch, I love you.
Yeah, it's just...
Oh, they're awesome.
I don't know just why.
It's just old soul.
They're fantastic live.
Yeah, high energy.
Bitch, you done me wrong.
I gravitate more to this style of music now than like traditional rock and roll, Motown, a lot of old hip hop. I find myself going back into that.
Cue up
That's
that,
all I
cue up
listen
that
to,
Booty
man.
City song.
Booty,
Oh,
you want
Booty
Booty City?
City.
Booty City coming at you. Here we go. Dom on drums. I was in Booty City last night. And
Yeah.
let me just tell you, it was not looking good.
No?
We should have these guys stay at our AirT&D.
Oh, yeah.
They're spraying.
They're going to take you to Booty
The
City.
cleaning lady is like, it smells like Booty City in here. My God.
We're going to need some citrus spray.
Oh, man. Anyway, so what else is going on, guys?
We got lots of shows coming
You
up.
want me to just read the list of events? that's
Yes,
on our
yeah,
site?
Please. Yes, please.
All right, let's
Ben
see. What do we
Bailey
got
next
going
week.
on here? Oh, yeah, you got Ben Bailey next week.
Is he living in the cash cab? He's not, right? I don't think he is. We've had him, and he's the nicest guy. You guys have met Ben Bailey before, right?
I haven't met him
No.
yet. No.
No.
Oh, dude, he's so nice. And I think for that particular show, Ross Padgett's opening.
Yep.
He's really down to earth and really, really nice.
Yeah,
And,
Ross is awesome.
And the stories that Ben told us about working in Cash Cab were pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think he's quietly turned that cash cab into an empire.
He's a really smart person.
And I think he hustles and he goes and then he tours and he makes a good living.
He also, before I think it even hit, he'd been doing comedy for like so long. So he's got tons of stories about super famous people, and you only know him from that, and that's like 1% of what he's done. So
But that was right before everybody just started looking at their phones. So there was like a small period of time before everybody just started consuming the internet.
Yeah.
Where if you had a show like Cash Cab or something like America was watching, so there was so much publicity, and then people just recognize your name. Like the marketing was insane. Now, if you have a show on TV. I mean, who even knows?
I want
the
to try to
lineup?
talk him into doing a cash golf cart episode while he's here.
No, like
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know him personally, but from the interactions we've had in here, he might do that.
So you guys might want to show up in the
Yeah,
afternoon
he's a gamer.
in Sanford that day because
He may do it. You never know. He may ride around, pick up a couple people to shuttle them somewhere, and start rolling the game. That'd be cool.
I like it when the headliner starts lighting up. That's when you know you're in the cash cab.
Yes.
You get in and all of a sudden it's like...
There was also,
You're like,
not
"What?"
to geek out on Cash Cab for a second, but there was also a sweet spot where the first Cash Cab, pretty decent Cash Cab, nice lights and everything. But then I think, as it progressed, the last iteration of the Cash Cab was like, whoa, I think it was like fiber optic ceiling. You know what I mean? I think they upgraded it to make it really good.
Although it would have been better if he took a harder stance when they lost and they got ejected out somehow.
Yeah.
Yes. Because he would stop and then
put him on the streets in the hood.
Yeah, you drive to the inner city and then get ejected out.
You're stupid. Get out of the cab.
Yeah, right at the corner of Crenshaw and Slauson. They just push him out. You're on your own. Walk home.
What else, Sam?
Well, this weekend you guys have the Caddyshack Open.
Well, it's the teams are sold out.
Sold out, but you can go watch. Or?
And that's pending weather. We're going to see how that goes on Sunday.
And then what are you guys doing for the Super Bowl Sunday party?
We have a big old party at West End. We have VIP tables you can buy.
Yeah, if you go to, or if you just go on Facebook to your
and the
page,
joint is like perfect Super Bowl food.
It's the best Super Bowl food.
With our VIP package, you can get 30 wings for $30 too. So you'll get a table for 6. You get beers.
That's not those puny ass wings that Sam and I were talking about. Puny ass wings yesterday. We were talking about those.
Yeah, Wing Street.
Yeah. Oh my God, the frozen ass little.
These are jumbos, man.
Yeah, the big boys and the sauces that they've created for these wings. The joint's just a hell of a good restaurant, dude.
Wagyu sliders. Me and Daniel ate 2 days in a row.
Yeah, that was not a good. That's just not. I mean, you can't be
the best sliders ever had.
I was going back for like
a third. Yeah.
And you can't do that, man.
Oh, they have your favorite thing, Tom. They have free Squares game.
Oh, Super Bowl Squares.
We do free ones, and then we do some gambling ones.
Man,
we always got chicken poop bingo.
I like the idea of getting people into gambling.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you why Tom hates this, because he thinks that when he gambles, he has some sort of methods to actually make money, and this one's totally random, so it really irritates him. That's why.
Listen, just take the Chiefs +2. I'm just saying it's a better bet. It's a better bet
than the Squares.
Yeah. I mean, like that.
Guaranteed.
Are the Squares cheap?
That line's
I'd bet my last dollar on it.
That line's going to be won, by game time.
These are the top 10 things that they, the top 10 buzz lines in Gamblers Anonymous.
Do you know? And I've been waiting to talk about this. We haven't gone into much detail, but Sam might be able to pull it up quickly. Do you know the similarities between Tom and international American Idol superstar William Hung?
Oh, come on.
Do you remember William Hung?
I do.
Compare me to that guy.
Do you know that William Hung ruined his life because he became a degenerate gambler?
Really?
Easy for me to say. Because, he literally became really good at poker. Then he got into sports betting, and then it ruined his life. He ended up getting a divorce.
Well, his unit sizing was all off. Like, if he knew about gambling, he should have never been gambling.
He said he got to a point where he's actually surviving on gambling. You've never done that, so some could argue that William Hung...
Well, you can only survive so long. He figured it out. Eventually, you're going to lose.
It is so sad. What a terrible story.
So what you're saying is his middle name was.
Yeah, William was Hung.
But also, isn't the whole joke that he was kind of stupid? Or am I just thinking just couldn't
he made his fame off of being
special needs?
I mean, he was exploited. He was exploited. It was a different time.
Gambling.
It was a different time.
Guy, right?
Yeah, it was the shebangs guy, and everybody was. You weren't laughing at him because you liked him. You were laughing at him because you thought you could get away with because he was unfortunate light. That's why you're
okay. Real question though, because what year was that?
I'm going to say 2006.
Yeah, I was about to guess.
So do you think that now would be canceled?
Oh, they'd never do that.
Oh, yeah,
There's no way.
Well, let's openly as a country make fun of a special needs person.
We did it, and we said we put American on the front of it. We're like,
special
this is the
needs.
way.
Yeah,
He wasn't special needs, was he?
He was special needs.
I think he was just
No, I'm not saying
embarrassingly
I think
awful
he
at
was
singing.
just unfortunate looking.
I'm not saying he's
had
special
a
needs.
language barrier.
But what I am saying is everybody thought he was.
Okay,
You're not wrong there.
I thought he was.
Apparently so.
No, I'm serious. I really
radio.
know what's happening here. We are laughing at it because we're like, ha ha. We laugh at that's hilarious, because it doesn't really come with the stigma of your friend walking up to you and you go, you know that guy's special needs, and you're like, really? And then you do the research, you're like, oh yeah, he's not really, so I can laugh at it. That's the only
How
reason
many
you laugh
people
at
do
it.
you think are on Google right now finding this out?
All of them, including William.
I'm not doing it.
Including William. He's on there Googling himself. That's how dumb he is.
I'm not doing it.
Did I lose all my money?
You want to do it, though. You look the most like William Hung in here with your jeans. Are those Hung brands? Are you wearing Hungs?
Those are some...
Are you wearing shebangs?
Those are some bull D-lees.
It says he's intellectually challenged, is what it says.
Oh.
Who says that?
This
See your boy?
Bull D-lee.
70. See your boy, and he's just below.
All right, let's
get out of here. Okay.
I believe there's not very many reputable websites that'll talk about this.
Let's play them out.
Play them out. There they go, everybody. Yeah.
Drink at West End.
Whoa, where's the rap one?
We settled on this one.
I think I deleted that one.
Better.
Yeah, everyone voted that this is the one.
Oh, this is definitely the one. This is the one I hum in the shower.
Yeah, it's the catchiest one.
All right. Here we go.
Are we really going to hear it?
Wild and free.
I like the water party.
Can't you see? With the laughter and the jokes, they'll make you smile. The Sanford 3, they'll go the extra mile.
Oh, yeah. I love the oh yeah.
So, do we get some kind of royalties after that when that thing
we
goes
stole
platinum
it.
or what?
All right, we got to get out of here.
All right, bye-bye. Welcome back to A Corporate Time. So there's a lot of NFL players in town.
Oh, you like all of them. And Kanye
I
West.
was going to say a lot of celebrities in general.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
that's a celebrity is in town right now. Travis Scott in town. Kanye West in town.
Where do they hang out, you think?
Qdoba.
No, like what's the
Yeah, it was back, baby.
Yeah, it's
the
back.
most poppin' club?
Oh, hold on. You got to cut that out. I'm serious. You have to cut that out.
Between you bringing up Sway in front of
Yeah, that was
Turn
why
and-
bring up Sway in the morning when we have a real legitimate
That hasn't
hip-hop
aired yet.
artist.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but you brought it up. You brought it up. And you embarrassed
What
us.
they knew
Now
Sway
you're
in
asking
the
about
morning.
popping clubs.
Yeah, but it didn't give you. Well, you didn't do it like, well, is it anything like Sway in the morning? You did it like, is it anything like Sway? Is that
Have you
how
heard
you
of
say
this
it?
man named
Is that how you say it?
Sway?
Is it Sway?
No, I didn't say it like that. No,
Is
no.
this wow?
No, they knew that I knew what's going on.
They did not know that. You know.
You
Anyway.
didn't say anything just now.
The Pro Bowl is in town. Kanye West popped up at the Travis Scott
Yeah.
concert over the like 2 days ago. You got Mama Kelsey's in Baldwin Park near our studio.
Jason Kelsey's at Disney Springs.
Yeah. Jason Kelsey's at Disney Springs hanging out.
We know Tyreek Hill's around here because we
Yeah.
talked to our Madden friend.
We're
that's going in
so
the future.
close to all of this, not good enough to be involved in any of it. That's
Well,
us.
because okay, so this is a serious question. If when we have a bunch of celebrities in town, we don't really have a quintessential
Hot spot.
like place that they all congregate to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in
give
other
me an example.
like in Vegas.
Okay, what's the quintessential?
I don't know, but I'm
okay.
sure that
I think we do have it. We just don't know what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like Vegas
But it
has
used to
New
be
York has
downtown,
it.
and now it's
No,
spread everywhere.
Don't go downtown.
I feel like they just party at individual mansions and stuff, right?
Yeah.
They don't go into public because they get hassled
They can't.
too much.
They can't. The Kelseys can't. I mean, it's only one rung under the Swifts, right?
But some of the other NFL players that are like
The long snappers.
that know, like you may know their names, but like I feel like they want to go out and party, especially like the wide receivers and stuff. Like the long
they
snappers are
might.
just a nerd dad.
Well, they might, but I do think that in most out of most sports, I think football players can get away with blending in a little bit better.
yeah, because
Maybe-
you don't see their faces.
Exactly. You know, maybe not wide receivers, but here's the good thing about being a wide receiver. If you're really good, most of you divas look exactly alike.
Yeah,
They all have the same cues. You know,
Yeah,
remember
don't say
when-
that.
I mean, but remember,
He didn't mean it like
no,
that.
I did mean it like that. But do you remember when CeeDee Lamb? Do you remember when everybody that was a wide receiver had like long braids and a nose ring? They don't have that now.
Yeah,
there are styles that kind of permeate. There was a while when every receiver had a nose ring or a tongue stud.
Odell Beckham had bleached blonde hair.
Yeah, they go through.
They try to set themselves.
They try to. They like to. They don't want to look like the audience. They want to look like the performers, and they are.
Yeah.
But I think that it gives them some leeway. They can kind of tuck in, go to a club. You know, you go to a club with all these other guys that are trying to look like you probably can blend in.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Jason Kelsey can definitely blend in as any craft beer dad.
Like remember back in the day when Roxy was a super popular club that celebrities and like Shaq would be there and like
There
so
was less to do.
yeah, I know
Less
but-
cameras, too.
yeah there was, but I'm saying celebrities would go to Roxy because they do the fight nights and Shaq was there. Like it was well known.
It was like legitimate cockfighting, right? Like it was no different.
But NBA players would go but now
it was a little dangerous that you can't do it anymore.
But what's the most popular club in Orlando?
I couldn't tell you.
Tier nightclub. The one. I think it's probably the one downtown.
I had part of my bachelorette party there.
I think it
What-
probably
Why did I
be
belong there?
the
What's
one
the
downtown.
search? If you just search most,
I put dance clubs in downtown Orlando. We got Eve Orlando, which I've never heard of.
Eve, I remember Rick Ross did an after party at Eve. I remember that place.
okay.
We got Attic Orlando.
Never heard of it.
We got Room 22.
Oh, that sounds like where you go to get a finger somewhere, right? You go to Room 22.
Is that above the old Makos?
Yeah.
Is that the Oak Room?
That was 23. That was 23. My memory is coming back.
Tier Nightclub is on here.
I think Tier is one of the better. Like, you're looking for quintessential after party, NFL after party
NFL
club.
wide receiver, where does he go
Tier.
to get some bottles?
Yeah. Tier.
Or if there's an event happening at the Amway, they or some of the fancier hotels downtown, there's the rooftop bars.
That's where everybody was at. And I bet you our buddy Kenny the Pervert could help us a little bit with this, because that's what I just call him now. I'm sorry. Because, yes, you're exactly right. There was a Magic game, a home game, like a couple nights ago, and it was just to the walls with celebrities. And they have clubs within the Amway. You got the Mercedes, and you got that one that's like, what is it?
Skytop Lounge.
Sky. Yeah.
Okay.
So they go there and party.
All
yeah,
right.
That's where they go.
In the arena? Well, that's kind of lame. Like, you know what I'm saying? For our city,
we have
right?
nothing else.
We don't have much
It's
anymore.
all we have.
You know what?
We don't have a Times Square.
Dude, you know what the sad part? Like, I don't know where
There is that fancy, quote-unquote, speakeasy downtown, but...
Mathers? Or?
Yeah. Mathers Gathering
I think that's
Mathers
a little
Social
too
Club.
hipster. If you're rich, you don't go there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, too.
What, I mean, like...
but
Bohemian, maybe?
The Grand Bohemian? No, it's too loud. They're under construction. Tom told me about that.
But also, if you're an NFL wide receiver, you're not going to, let's go check out the speakeasy.
No,
like, you
you're
want to
not
go
going there.
You want to go to VIP, hottest club.
I want to go to
Remember when
Booty
The
Land.
hottest club.
I want the big booty.
Orlando's hottest club.
like
is.
Paris Hilton, when her club, like celebrities used to go there.
Yeah, we're out of that world.
We are.
So there
we
are
need someone to bring it back. That should be your next business venture,
Maisie
Tom
got
Van.
to walk
No one wants
downtown, and we were walking
Somebody
downtown
wants it.
after the Solar Bears game, and me and Andrea and Maisie were walking back to the car, and Maisie got her first dose of seeing women dressed to the 1000s in thongers, like
Club wear.
P-level boots, where the boot comes up, stops it where their P-level is. High thongers, club wear. I mean, like, she was like, what is this?
Well, you know, what's funny is that after the Solar Bears game, we parked. Crystal always liked to park in that parking garage that's across the street from, like, Church Street.
The fire station.
Yeah.
The one across from Embers where I park.
Well, we're talking about the one that on Church Street that's, like, basically across from the old Makos.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know
Like
exactly what you're
you
talking
just
about.
walk across, and then the parking garage is there. So Crystal's like, I'll park there, because last time we got stuck in the Geico.
Yeah.
Yep,
Anyway,
yep.
so
Maisie's greatest fear.
we walked back after the Solar Bears game, and that parking garage was empty. Like, there was no cars there. There was nobody on Church Street.
Yeah, on a Saturday night.
All the lights were out. It was 10 when the Solar Bears game ended. 10 o'clock or whatever.
around
like,
there.
10 o'clock Saturday night, ghost town.
Yeah.
The entire... Dude, I remember I used to park there when I used to work at Latitudes and Makos.
Yeah, that was the number one spot.
And that place was always full, right?
I did not know
Dude,
that.
Empty. The entire, like, we drove out. There was 2 or 3 cars
Right.
or employees
People
or whatever.
working, yeah.
Nobody. The entire Church Street.
That's not good.
Was black ghost
No,
town.
nobody goes downtown.
Lights
That's
were
not
out.
good. Hey,
Dude,
Church
there's
Street,
nothing
if you're
there.
listening, we'll advertise you.
There's
Yeah,
there's no
locals-
businesses open.
Locals go to, like, the neighborhood bars
Mills-
and stuff.
Mills
and that's,
District.
And
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
Milk
not much
District.
downtown.
Milk District, Mills 50.
Disney Springs has a couple good bars.
Well, if you
but-
want to go like top tier commercial, why wouldn't you go to like out to Universal, that whole area, Disney Springs? I mean,
I mean,
City Walk's a bit outdated, though.
it is.
if it's a
They need to help it out.
if it's a ghost town on Saturday night, I
got
don't know.
issues.
I don't know what's gonna bring it
Yeah.
back. Like
Well, now they're going to try and make it family friendly, which I don't know how that's going to bring you any money, but
Yeah,
Well,
the
maybe
lights,
not in a downtown area.
Well, the meth heads down at Lake Eola are not family friendly. They're chasing my daughter around.
the lights are
Yeah,
out.
there's a meth head trying to eat a swan.
All right, we will see you on Monday.